Evening all, how are we? All right, Jack? All right, Jay?
Evening, Davey. Evening,
Good,
Jack.
lad. Yeah, sound. Yeah, good, yeah. I've started start off with a bit of a song there. There's a bit of a method in my madness, which we'll get into as we progress within the space. Yeah, so we'll crack on. I think I've been trying to get hold of Fran, so I don't know what's been the score is. I think you've come in. He just texted me before we come on. You said he's coming in a bit later, didn't you, Jack?
Yeah. So just before we start, obviously, there's a few people that messaged and said just asking about him and things like that, and a few posts that have been put out. But to be honest, Dave and Jay, I don't know if he's not in the best of places at the moment. He's got a few things going on. He's probably going to go into it if he comes on later on, but I don't think he wants to. I just think he wants to come on and talk about other little bits and bobs of stuff, footy and stuff like that. But I'll speak on his behalf and give everyone a little bit of an update. He's not in the best of places. For anyone that's listened to Fran over the last however many years, he's usually like front foot. You know, you don't know what you get him in a bit of a hot and cold type character, but at the moment he's not in the best of places. He's had a bit of shit going on with certain situations within fan bases and clubs, stuff like that, and I don't know whether go into it, but you know what, I'm gonna fuck it. He's my fucking mate, so he's he's been told that he's no longer welcome at Everton Football Club via the club, apparently, which I find absolutely disgusting. How they can say that to someone for certain comments that have been made on these platforms. I mean, I don't find it very derogatory things that have been said. And the things that he's been accused of, I don't see it. I really don't. He's no different than any other fan that goes up and down the country. If certain comments that have been made, that's what you do as a fan. You pay your money and you want a bit extra out of things that you've seen and witnessed throughout the 90 minutes. And it looks like Fran's having to pay the price because he's very vocal, as you can see, as you can hear, as you can witness with the certain clips that you see getting put out. Hence why no contexters BMD's been told to stop with certain things that he said because it's exposing Fran, and Fran doesn't mean to do anything bad in terms of anything that's been posted. It is just a laugh that we do this, and apparently certain people within the club have took offence to what things have been said. Now, for me, if people are taking offence to it, i.e. players, then they actually need to grow up, because we all are entitled to our opinions. We do pay our dough, and when you're getting served up shite every week, you should be able to say exactly what you want to say. Obviously, certain people aren't happy with it, and I'm not going to go into exposing people's names because it's not my thing to do. But I do know that they listen to these spaces and stuff like that, and I'm just trying to word this as best as I can without trying to go too deep into it. But basically, he said a few things, and he's not being allowed back in the club. And I'll be honest with you, Dave and Jay, I think it's fucking absolutely disgusting. I think it's disgusting. You can't have an opinion because certain players don't like it. Certain people within in the club don't like it. What are we not? Have we just got to put our fingers on our lips now as fans? You're paying money to go up and down the country, and you're being served up shite week in, week out. And because you've said something, they don't want you part of the club. That lad lives and dies for this football club, like many other Everton fans do. Goes home and away as best as he can. And right now, he's being told that he's not welcome. He's been told that he's not welcome at the club. I find it really, really. So
You've spoke to him more than me, to be honest with you, this weekend. I don't think he's been ignoring me. I just think, obviously,
No, he's not in a good place, Dave.
no,
Obviously, he's had something taken away from him that he loves, and it's not fair. You know, he doesn't just go. He doesn't just go the match because he wants to go the match. He goes the match because it's his release.
Yeah.
The way of spending time with his kids to go and enjoy something. I'm not fortunate enough. My kids aren't old enough to enjoy it the way his kids are. Now, I'd love to be in his position where his kids want to go with him up and down the country to watch something that they all love together. I'm not fortunate to do that because my kids aren't old enough to understand it and get on board with it. He is, and he's being stopped from doing it.
Yeah, it's a fucking disgrace.
I find it baffling. I really do find it baffling. But that's the society that we live in now. You speak out and you say things. You're ousted, aren't you? You're left to one side, and that's it. So don't get me wrong. He's no angel in terms of things, but he only says what the majority of fans up and down the country for their clubs are saying when things are bad. So
yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? He's no different than a Spurs fan, an Arsenal fan, a fucking Liverpool fan, a United fan, City, whatever it may go right down the league. He's no different.
Yeah.
But now he's being told he's not welcome at the football club. It's had a big effect on him, and because he's a passionate guy, you know what I mean. We all are. He feels it a lot more than me. I don't feel it as much as he does, right? He sees it as a day out with his kids. I've got other things going on in my life that I can't do what he's doing. But now he's being stopped from doing that, and he's just meant to watch it on the couch and not be able to do what he wants, what he can. I just find it baffling. So in terms of himself, he's not in the best of places. A few things need to be ironed out personally with himself and why this has happened, because something's got to give in terms of a sit down and some sort of conversation, because ultimately there's a lad that sat there saying that what's the point in me even being here? Do you know what I mean? I don't get it.
Yeah, well,
I don't get
that's
it.
just not on, is it? That's just not.
It's not on at all, and he's feeling it big time. So anyone that knows him has got his number or anything like that. If you want to message him on here, then fine, message him on here.
Yeah, just send him a message on here. Yeah.
I'd leave him alone. I wouldn't be pestering him, and he will contact whoever he needs to contact in the thingy. And if you want to send him a message, send him a message. But at the same time, he may come on later. He's a fucking big lad, and he'll come on and have his piece and say his piece. No, but if he doesn't, I thought I'm going to say it for him and let you know the situation, because as you all know, the four of us on here, we say it how it is, and this is where we're at.
Yeah.
It's sad. It really is sad, because ultimately he got something taken away from him that he loves just because he said a couple of things. So yeah, it's fucking wrong. It's wrong.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. 100% wrong.
As his mate, I'm going to stand and I'll say my piece for him, and hopefully he comes on later and he has the crack with us, and he may come on and he might be back to his normal self. He might think, oh, Fran's all right. We all know when you're not feeling good, you just put a mask over it and crack on, don't you? But I'll be honest, as his mate and speaking to him, he's not in a good place. So
yeah. I spoke to him late on Saturday, and he wasn't too good then, and then obviously I didn't murder him yesterday, to be honest with you, all today. So he's obviously spoke to you more than he has me. So yeah, mate. Listen, at the end of the day, that's just shouldn't be happening, should it? Not in this day and age, anyway. And obviously leads us on to what we're going to talk about tonight. Because listen, at the end of the day, this space is what it is. We give an honest opinion of what goes on in the game. We give an honest opinion of what goes on in the club. If people get really precious about that, then fucking switch off. Because if you don't like it, it ain't gonna fucking change. Not as far as I'm concerned, anyway. We talk about football. We talk about the club. We talk about everything that we do. And listen, this is another thing. You know, he's got a big heart, Fran. he would fucking absolutely do anything for anyone. You know what I mean? And to be targeted in the way that he's been targeted, I just find it absolutely fucking abhorrent, to be quite honest with you, for want of a better word.
You look at what's been done over the last couple of years, and he's going to fucking flip when I say this, but it was all down to him.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you look at the funds, the fundraisers that's been done. People,
Yeah.
you know, you look at people, Dave, away from spaces who contact him and
Yeah.
have conversations, and he puts his arm around people and goes, you know, it's not that, because we know ourselves that there's people that contacted the page privately and said, you know what, I
Yeah.
appreciate everything that you're doing. You've really helped me in certain situations when I felt low. You give us a bit of a laugh
Yeah.
and this that, and he's been a massive part of it. And he'll do the thing where he goes above and beyond and goes
Yeah.
and speaks to people and away from what we do and what
Yeah.
he'll go and do things differently, and people don't
And,
see
he,
that.
and he'll
People
do
just see him.
and he'll do things for people when he hasn't got a pot to piss in, by the way, as well.
Yeah, that's definitely.
You know what I mean?
That's the type of person that he is, and it's fucking shit that the situation that he's in.
Yeah.
A lot of people might just think, well, you know, fuck it. And if that's what you think, then so be it. That's your opinion. But at the same time, if you were in a bit of a shit situation, he'd be the first at your door asking if you're all right.
Yeah,
That,
absolutely, mate.
that's
100%.
that's the type of fucking guy he is. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
hopefully,
Well,
hopefully
hopefully he comes in.
comes in later and he'll have the crack. And if
Yeah.
if he's jovial and this, that, and the other, then you know
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the way he's dealing with it. But ultimately,
Yeah, of course, yeah.
he's,
No, listen, I know you're a little bit closer to him than I am, to be honest with you. So I know that, and obviously he's still a good mate of mine. Um, so now we'll obviously what we'll do is we'll talk about what we're going to obviously the Everton game against Brentford on Saturday, the review. I'll put up their individual play performances as normal. As Dyche lost the dressing room, um, I think there's a need for. Is there a need for change? You know, I've put a need for change, but obviously, is there a need for change? The United and Everton preview, a homeless appeal. Obviously, again, we'll bring that up because obviously, again, that's something again that Fran is 100% behind and 100% that we do every year. I've put space this Friday. Now we've got a big thing happening on Friday. And we can't talk about it because believe it or not, we're under an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. But we're really excited about it. What I will say is, something will be getting posted on our YouTube page after 10 o'clock on this Friday. And then we're going to do a space in the evening. But as I say, what I will say is, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, then please do. And then press the notifications because you'll get a notification of when this particular what can I call it thing? I don't really want to say thing, but it's really good. Honestly, it's really good. So what I would say is subscribe, press the notifications and the bell, and then you'll see it when we post it. We can only post it after 10 o'clock on Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And it's something that, as a page, we're really proud of that we got involved with. It's something that's really good and you'll enjoy it. It's about an hour long, but I won't go into any further detail than that, other than the fact that, like I say, we're under a bit of an NDA, so we can't really disclose what it's about. But it's really good. Um, so yeah, so this Friday after 10 o'clock, get on the page if you haven't subscribed, and then press the notifications, and then you'll get notification of when it gets posted. It's due to be posted on Friday straight away, so get yourself on there.
Dave, are you just on that? There? Are you saying you're doing a fucking space at 10 o'clock on Friday? You've got concrete.
No.
Got
We're going to
concrete
do
to
it.
pour
No,
in work, mate. Eh?
no. So we're going to do it. We're going to do a space on Friday night as well. Only a short one, but it's on the back of what we're posting. Um, on Friday morning. So,
All right, sound, yeah, I'm on it.
so that's what it's going to be. So we'll probably do it around, I don't know, around the I don't know, what do you think? 6 o'clock. I don't know. We'll sort the time out. But anyway, just get yourselves onto the YouTube channel. subscribe, press the notifications, and then when it gets posted at 10 a.m. on Friday morning, you'll be able to listen to it. People are asking if the link. I'll put the link up for the page. I can't give you the link to the actual thing because it won't be posted till Friday morning. But I'll put the link up for the page in a minute, and then go from there. So yeah, so we'll crack on, eh? Obviously, yeah, I talked about the space on Friday, and then a bit of a general chat and a laugh. So, yeah, the game on Saturday. Fucking hell, where do we start? I mean, did you didn't go, did you, Jack? Oh, you had the kids, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I couldn't go, mate. It's just
Yeah.
one thing and another, like. But I see in the highlights and that.
Yeah.
Fucking same. I didn't miss much, to be fair, did I? Didn't
No.
fucking miss much, but no.
No.
I mean, do you know what? Again, like, I don't want to sound like I'm fighting Dyche's corner because he doesn't help himself with certain. And I had this conversation with one of the lads in work. He's not helping himself, and when the fucking whistle's blown and the game's finished, he doesn't help himself in press conferences. You know, the only people he's got at this club, at this football club at the moment, because we've got no really board or anyone next to him to try and like help him along. The only people he's got is the fans. But he comes out with some sort of comments, and I think to myself, why have you just said that? Why have you just said that? Because he's come out with a comment saying, you know, certain times at the ground, certain times in the ground, it'll go flat, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're on the back foot type of thing, and you're against it with the fans. That's something along them lines, something like along them lines type of thing. And I'm just thinking to myself, really, come on, Jibby, you know what I mean? You know, you're creating, you know, you're trying to fall on your sword here. But then I flip it on myself, and I think to myself, is he talking himself out of not being here? Does he even want to be here? You know. But then again, you look at some of the play, and the play is not the best. It's not the best play. But I've said this a long time on these bases. We haven't got technically gifted players at the football club. We haven't got anyone at the football club who can get on the ball and change the game. Like we had that, you know, as much as I didn't like the fact that he got off and the way he got off, and he's sort of gone downhill since he left. But if Richarlison's on that pitch or he coming off the bench, then you're looking at it going, he can change the game here. Something can come from it. We haven't got that. In Dyche probably, but you know, when Dyche dropped his shoulder early on in the season, everyone's got a bit giddy about it for me. And it's still early days. I'm not writing the lad off, by the way, by no stretch of the imagination. He's the only probably outfield player that you can see that gets on the ball and can make something happen. But it's not to that like game changing, making something happen. He can only do what he can do because the players around him aren't good enough. We're just not good enough. They're creating chances, but getting into areas in the box, and we're just not putting the ball away. We've had this final third Everton for, I'd say, a good 5 years now, where you get into the final third, you get the ball playing up the pitch, and you think something's going to come of it, and nothing comes of it. And it's the striking options. It is. It really is. And I'm not coming for the lad again. I'm really not coming for him. But when he's playing and he's up top, there's no one else that you can point the finger at. Then you can say, well, Beto comes on, doesn't... Yeah, but we know what we're getting with Beto. All we're getting is someone who's going to run round. That's all we're getting with him. We're portraying this lad who's our number 9 as like our best striker. And I don't see what it is. But is it not falling for Dyche because the players have threw the towel in? Have the players had enough of him? Are the players doing what they do best and just saying, well, if I have a shit game, you're getting it in the neck anyway because your statistics at this football club's are shite. So I don't need to run. You'll get sacked, and I'll just crack on with my life. Is that where we're at again? I don't know.
Yeah, I think we said that, haven't I, Jack? That the only person that's going to sack Dyche will be Dyche himself, won't he?
Yeah, it will, mate. Yeah, I think it's clear that once this so-called takeover happens, and I say so-called because it's gone on for so long, I'm numb to it even going ahead. People say, "Oh, it's done." Well, it's not done until it's official and it's on Sky, and there's a new owner standing there with the scarf over their head or whatever, holding a t-shirt, whatever. So for me, like, it's just I don't know anymore. I just think like who's even having the chats with him to say you need to book your ideas up here because you're on thin ice? I don't think he's having that combo. I think the club may just let him run his contract down, but is his enthusiasm going to go with that? Is he gonna? Are the players gonna like pull it out the stops for him? Are they even?
I mean, that's the thing, and obviously what I've put in there. Do you think he's lost the dressing room?
I think he's lost certain players within the dressing room. I think he lost. I think when he first came, Dave, and he had, these players aren't just Sunday League players. They're on thousands every week, and some of them are on more money than him. So when he's turning around and going, pull your socks up and be a trainer for 10 o'clock, and they're not doing it, and then he's puffing his chest out, going, well, you get a fine, or you're doing this, or you're doing that. They're probably thinking, who's this cunt? What's he on about? Because that's the way people think. When you put people on the back foot, whether it be in everyday life or work or whatever, people think, what's he doing here, trying to puff his... So we're watching and looking at these players, thinking to ourselves, are they even towing the same line that he's trying to thingy? Because you've got players again, Dave, in this squad who've seen off 6 or 7, 8 managers, is it? So they're still at the club. So are they just going like that, going to themselves, you know what's coming here, boys? A couple of bad results, he'll be gone and we'll be back to normal, all feet up and stuff like that. Because there's no one really controlling it, you know what I mean? There's no one saying, if you're the owner of this football club or you're director of football, regardless of the manager, you should be standing there, look at them fucking 25 players on Finch Farm, dragging them into a room saying, what the fuck are you playing at? What, do you think you can just come here? Do you think you're good enough? Do you think you're good? I don't think that them players are getting that. And they need it. Them players need to be told that they're not good enough. That they need to book their ideas up, that they need to do better things within the 90 minutes of the football game. Are they getting told that? I don't think. I think they're getting sheltered. I think they're getting like arm around them. It'll be all right, wait till we get into Bramley more. Well, that's not good enough. This football club demands higher than just getting into a new ground in the Premier League. The fans demand more. The fans don't want to be going up and down the country, paying thousands every year just to go, yeah, we can just sneak 15th. That's not as much as that's where you deserve to be sometimes because of the state of the players. That's not what we want as fans. Even we're not asking for winning leagues and Champions Leagues and Europa Leagues and stuff like. We're asking for just a little bit of hard work, commitment, and a little bit of consistency. That's all we want. And it's not fucking hard to do the basics. These players are football. They're playing football. They're not digging fucking footings out to put, a brick wall in a mile long, or lifting fucking, bags of cement. They're playing football. They're playing fucking football. Now they can do it because they've seen that they can do it over the last few years. They can raise the game. They raised the game at start at Burnley away last year, and we got the points deduction. So they can raise the game. So you're thinking to yourself, well, if they can do it there, and people will go, yeah, but we had an Anna then. Okay, we had an Anna, but we've brought Mangala in. He's probably the smaller version of an Anna because an Anna didn't really do much for us other than pass it sideways and make himself look good by waving at the crowd. So we haven't really lost anyone to say, oh, we've lost him and that's why we're in this situation. We haven't really. We've changed like for like, and these players just aren't cutting the mustard. They're not pulling the weight. So,
I mean, there was 3 players there for me on Saturday that, as far as I was concerned, were the only ones that done anything, and that was Garner Gay and Jai, because obviously, again, he's the only bit of creativity that we had, and Pickford, believe it or not, because he kept us in the fucking game. The rest of them, mate, and again, this all comes down to this relying on the fucking same players that he wants to rely on. He's putting Zakori in. I'm not being fucking funny. What the fuck? I don't know what he sees in him. You come up with your old saying, Jack. He can't strap a bag of cement, and that fucking saying is no fucking true in that player because he is absolutely fucking shite. I don't get it. I don't get how he gets in front of Mangala. Mangala, come on, and all of a sudden, then you're getting go forward because all he does, Decore, turn round and pass the ball back. He can't go forward.
no,
Fucking terrible.
he's like a rabbit in the headlights, isn't he? Once he gets the ball at his feet, you're thinking to yourself, because he can run and he's got energy. That's one thing you can't knock him, right? He tries, right? He does try. with his fitness and things like that. He's not the most technically gifted player, but he will pop up with an important goal now and again, as people always like to tell you. But for me, to be that all-round midfielder where you're pushing forward, you're dropping deep, you're helping your defence, you're pushing forward with your attacking midfielders, you even when you're playing a ball, play it diagonal at the corner flags. He can't even do that. He goes back or he goes sideways because he's like as if he's got 3 legs, or like, you know, his shoes are on the wrong feet or something. I don't know. He's just, and then he just runs. He just runs and runs and runs, and then I look at it and go, is he getting a game because of his fitness? Because he's there, he's working hard in terms of his running. But it's not for me. It's not the Olympics. It's a game of football. So it's not cross country. We want a runner. We're going to get Mo Farah or something like that. I don't know. Someone needs to come and play football. And it's not fucking hard to do. These players can do it though. This is the thing.
Yeah, I know, yeah, they can, mate. I seen an article someone post. I think it was Toffee TV. I don't really read a lot of their stuff, but he'd got he'd got an email of someone who was like not even an Evertonian, and he was just talking about Dyche and the style of football that he's got them into, and he said, you've got them players there that are more than capable of turning a game on its head, and he said, I'm watching them. He said he just seems to just want them to play in a particular way. And that's exactly what it was on Saturday. If we can't beat a team with 10 men, and I'm not being funny, mate, with all due respect to Brentford, they lost all their away games. So if there was ever a fucking record to be beaten again, it's always come to Everton, and then you end up getting your unbeaten record, your beaten record fucking stopped, because they hadn't won a game away from home on Saturday. Then come our place and then scrape a fucking 0-0 draw and the 10 men down, and we couldn't beat them. We couldn't break them down. We never had any clue. We just didn't have any guile. We didn't have, what? And listen, and fair play to Njai. Yeah, he's probably our most creative player. But I think the problem is that he gets doubled up all the time. So he's not getting. But we haven't got other players around him that can see that pass. McNeil again on Saturday, fucking carried, absolutely stunk the gaff out again. I don't know what's going on. I mean, obviously, we'll get Jay in. What was your thoughts, Jay? Because again, mate, my thoughts were they were absolutely fucking dog shit. And I did post, that was 94 minutes of my life I will never, ever get back.
I agree, Dave. Absolutely terrible. Um, I've never seen a bunch of players so petrified in my life. They're so scared to get on the ball. I think Jack goes on about how big like the ground is when you look up at the top balcony and all that. These players are petrified. It's unbelievable. I was just watching some of them. I felt sorry for like NJ because he was trying, but everyone else was just like walking around like didn't want the ball. I mean, it comes to a point when we've got Garner Gay as our defensive midfielder who's acting as our creator in the midfield. He was never bought for that kind of player, but he's our player that we're asking him to create passes, to create touches. He's not that kind of player, Dave. Do you know what I mean? For me, that was shocking. It was shocking to see that. As soon as you went down to 10 men, everyone was made up. You are made up. But I tell you what, that affected us because we went 2 up top and we just went to pieces because we didn't know how to play with 2 up top and the players just shit themselves a little bit.
Right, couldn't break them down. I mean,
No,
you're saying that, and obviously what Jack said about looking up into that big stand. Fucking hell, imagine what they'd be like in Bramley Moor, because there's 50 fucking 2,000 there. And there's only 39 there on Saturday. And honestly, I'm with you, mate. I don't get it. I don't get how they can go out there and perform like that. Now,
it's an hard one, Dave, because everyone's questioning. Listen, I'm not defending Dyche. He's fucking making rough. He's doing he's doing things that the fans are getting on the backs for and stuff like that. And it is a bit it's boring football. But for me, he did go 2 up top in the first half when he went down to 10 men. He had Njay up top and moved McNeil left mid. And then in the second half, Njay was playing as the number
after 10, he
with
played the 10 that
sort
Dyche
of the
said.
10 Dave, but he went as 2 up top at one stage with them. But everyone bangs on, we need to go 2 up top. But then two strikers that we've got, and no disrespect, but as Jack said, Beto will work hard. Is he good enough? No, he isn't. The other fella, not interested, went right down the tunnel again on Saturday. So, you know where his kind of situation is at. And people laugh at this, Dave, right? But I go back to the same game when we played Fulham, and Dyche was desperate for a goal, really. And he threw Michael Keane up top with Beto. And I think them two would cause more problems than Lewin and Beto. I really would. People laugh and go, Michael Keane's a defender because that's where he should be. But I bang on about it. He's the best, probably, finisher at the club, the defender. And I honestly think if he comes on Saturday, he would have caused more problems with Beto. And the fans were like by me, I was shouting like get Keane on, and they were like, why? I was thinking because he'll do more than Calvert Lewin. Honest to God, Dave, it's coming to that stage where we're desperate for a goal there, and I honestly think that he would have got us one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe fans will think, fuck, like, you wouldn't put a centre half up front. But you look at the games where he has done it. The Fulham game when he come on and we got a goal, Beto scored. Why? Because Michael Keane was putting himself about. Do you know what I mean? And
He's not going to do it though,
he's
Jay.
not going to do it, Dave, because the fans will kick off. Because the fans will be like, you're playing a centre half up front. So at the end of the day, I don't know what you want. I'd rather have Keane than Beto and Calvert Lewin. I'm being totally honest because both of them are terrible. Honestly, Dave, they're really bad. Both of them are strikers. That Jack always bangs on about Calvert Lewin. He doesn't look bothered. He's not. We're putting all our hopes on him. The other fella runs around like a headless chicken. I honestly think the chances that Beto had, Michael Keane would have scored. I honestly think that, Dave. There was one that got played down the line to him, and he just shot and just went right into the middle of the lower Gladys Street. Just totally mishit it. And everyone's going, unlucky because he's in them positions. All right, it is unlucky, but these are professional footballers. McNeil had three shots, and like what the first one, the park end, Dave, he hit it nailed up by the corner flag by the family enclosure. These are professional footballers.
Yeah.
So for me, mate, I've defended Everton to a max. I've defended Dyche last week. I was saying to you, we'll get 3 points, and but you know what? I'm going down that route as you now to look and think, where are we going to get these goals from? We're banging our hopes on Brozier. I think he's playing for the under 21s against Watford away tonight. Don't know what score that is, but it is hard watch, and to not get the 3 points. I thought he could have went. I know people saying we haven't got the money to sack him and stuff like that, but it is just getting the fan base quite toxic with each other as well. And you can't just blame Dice. There's little situations, but if we come away with 3 points there, a lot of the fan base mightn't have been at each other's throats. Do you know what I mean? It's because it's not working on the pitch, so that will affect the crowd then. But I just don't know where we go from here, mate. I really don't.
Yeah, the atmosphere was awful Saturday, wasn't it?
Patterson's been sent off for the under 21s, by the way. Someone just messaged me, so he's just been sent off for the 21s at Watford. Patterson.
The atmosphere on Saturday, obviously. Listen, you can't blame the fans in some ways, but you can because obviously we don't. They're tough to get behind. But when you're getting served up that absolute dross that you watch, it's hard to really get yourself motivated to do anything in it with them because they're not showing you anything. When Dice talks about Dice has talked about it loads of times. We've got to earn that right for the fans to get behind you, and we have, and we're not seeing it. And like we'll go on to individual plays there. Back to front. I mean, Mikalenko, mate, he is like a fucking rabbit in the headlights. Him, I do
So
not know.
he's scared of his own shadow, mate.
Yeah,
And that's what's hard. I know
yeah.
another point, Dave, I was going to say to you then. Do you know when you look at us, though, right, and you look away the lines up, I look at Dice, and people say Dice is playing them the way he's playing them. But why aren't these footballers getting the ball and saying, you know what, we want to fucking grab the ball by the fucking balls and go, we're going to win this game? You just couldn't see it happening. You could have
No.
played people moan over how many minutes we're added on. I understand about that. But we could have played all fucking night and still wouldn't have scored.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but you can see that, mate. And that was the thing, as Jack said before, you look at Calvert Lewin now at the moment, and obviously his situation, obviously not signing a deal. Clearly, he's going to go in the summer, if not January, then, and we get a bit of a fee for him, but then you would question who the fuck would want to buy him. But he just not. He doesn't look interested. He doesn't want to. Doesn't want to run. Doesn't want to open his legs up. Doesn't want to put his body in the way. Now listen, there might be other people on here who might think, "Nah, that's not what I see. I see a completely different game." Well, I'm sorry, I don't see it at all, because he doesn't do a thing. You know what I mean? And listen, the record speaks for itself with the amount of goals that he has scored in the time that he's been at the club, and it's shocking. You know what I mean? We talk about it all the time about having a big striker, a big number nine, whatever cliched saying you want to say. Or I tell you now, he does not. He does not carry that mantle at all in my eyes. Doesn't carry it. It's just not good enough. And and then as Jack said at the start, again, without defending Dyche, the rest of them, the quality on the pitch. All right, Branthwaite done okay. But again, I still think he's carrying a bit of a slight injury and coming back. But, he's probably the only shining light in terms of what we've got to sell on as an asset. And maybe in Jai, if that matter. But, the rest of them, mate, I think I said that earlier. There was 3 players on there that I thought that done okay on Saturday, and the rest of them were just a little bit non-existent. And that was Garner, Pickford, who pulled off a fantastic save again, and enjoy at times. Try to get on the ball, try to, and this is the other thing about Dyche's comments that he makes after the game, or before the game, that everyone tells me that Njai can play in the 10, and I don't see it. Well, he played in the fucking 10 on Saturday, and fucking coming back, tackling, defending, doing everything that Dyche said he wasn't. So, what does he actually see? Again, I was sat there watching again on Saturday. I'm watching him and thinking, come on, you need to make a change now. You need to take the core off, because clearly you can see what's happening here. The core, he's not doing it. Put Mangala on, and then he leaves it and leaves it and leaves it. And I get so infuriated when I watch that touchline. I watch the 3 of them standing there, and it's like as if they're in between. No, go on, you make the decision. Oh, fuck that, I'm not making the decision. No, go on, you make it. You do it, because if it all falls on, it's all on your fucking head. And that's what it seems like. They can't stand there and be decisive in what they want to do. And then you look at Thomas Frank, and makes decisions straight away, you know what I mean? Changing the game, you know what I mean? He brought all his subs on Saturday again. All his subs. Now, all right, you could argue and say, well, all the quality on our bench. But we probably would have had players that could have turned that game a little bit. Maybe Harrison could have come on and done something. We'll never know, because them two just fucking stand there, scratching the bollocks, thinking, what do we do here? I just think they're out the depth. I really, really
I,
do.
I think, Dave. I think the problem as well we've got is, as you said, you just said mentioned something about look at the bench. You've got Harrison, you've got young Harrison Armstrong on there. You've got, I think that Bates was on there again. You've got players there that if they're on the bench, why aren't they having a go? Why? I mean, Dave, and they go, it's only bodies on the bench. Well, if the Premier League footballers and they're making it on the bench, give them a try. Do you know what I mean? Give them a little go. I'm not saying like we might have won if he done that, but like I look at the reserves, Dave, and I think people talk about this. You go back to that game tonight, under 21s, Watford away, just got beat 1-0, Patterson sent off, Brozier start played, never scored, obviously. The game's fucking, I know it's only the under 21s' his first game, but then you look at all the players that are coming through, everything's just rubbish. But then at half time, what was baffling me was they brought all these academy things on, saying the Everton have won this, Everton have won that. We're never going to see any academy kids coming through, Dave. It's sad.
No.
It really is. And the hardest part for us is, as a young footballer, it's really, really hard to come and play for Everton Football Club, because as soon as you make that bad pass, Dave, I'm not saying the fans will be on you right away, but the pressure that you've got it's enormous on you. And I looked, Dave, at that every one of them players. That's why I put the tweet out. I've never seen a bunch of players so scared. I think Fran mentioned this the other week. What I did notice this week was Pickford was screaming at the bench about Lindstrom, say you could see him screaming at Dyche, pointing at Lindstrom, because that side, I think there was Lewis Potter was playing left back, I think his name was, for Brentford, who had a good game, to be fair. And basically, Lindstrom never went past anyone. He's another, I think someone said another John Oster type of thing. And you just want, I've never known a football team to have a left back and a right back, and you can't go, listen, you can give Young as benefit of the doubt. He's an old defender and he's playing there because we've got no one else. But Young never goes past no one. Michaelenko never goes past anyone. The wingers, McNeil never goes past anyone, and Lindstrom never goes past anyone. I've never seen wingers and like left and right backs that have never went past a player. It's bizarre, Dave.
It's Fran now, just coming in. No, you're right, mate. It's poor, very, very poor, and when I always think to myself, what's happening in the week? What are they doing in training? This is the bit that I can't get my head around. Is that they have all week to talk about tactics and what they're gonna do, and then they come the game, come on Saturday, and like you say, they shit themselves. It's like they do shit themselves literally because they can't handle the pressure.
It is, Dave, and you look at like I think Fran always mentioned about us wanting to play for Everton Football Club. I think, or Jack might say it. We wanna play for them. We'll fight for them. I'm looking on that pitch, Dave, and I can't see fighters. I can't see nothing. I can't see anyone grabbing the ball going, these have got fucking 10 men. Let's have a go here. Come on with Everton. I just can't see it.
No, no, you're right. All right, Fran, you're right.
Right, Fran.
Yeah, I'm alright, lads. You, yeah.
Go on, Jack.
Tottenham.
All right, mate. Yeah, just obviously, Jack just mentioned before. It's good to see that you come on. To be honest with you, mate, because I've been a bit worried today because I hadn't fucking heard from you. To be honest with you, so I'm glad.
Right,
But I just,
I'm alright, lads. Just that I've just got a few issues going on, and I don't really want to go into it because I just can't be arsed with WhatsApp groups pinging about me and things like that. Be like they always do. Um, while I've been in this thing, I have social media's terrible. I can't stop scratching my head, man. Just my head must be worn out. I don't know how this has come about. I don't know how. I'm waiting on more details to come back to me. I have been in touch with certain people today, and I'm just waiting to see what they're saying. They're basically saying I've made I've been homophobic and racist on this platform. I don't believe I have. Um, I don't believe I've intentionally done that. But anyway, whatever. Listen, I don't care if people like me. I don't care if people hate me on here. I don't give a fucking shit about no one on here, and I don't care about life no more, if I'm honest with you. And that's just being straight with you. And I spoke to someone today at the club, and to be fair, he's in a right shitty fucking stick because I've got no one else to go to apart from him, and he's got his own job to do, and I'm not getting. I don't seem to be getting anywhere with who I need to speak to. With a bit of luck, I'll get a bit of help tomorrow. But I have I have explained today about a few things, and I basically told the person I spoke to, I don't give a shit if he tells people what I've said. I feel like I'm being targeted. I feel like I'm getting victimised big time. Something that happened last year, which we went to court over, and it got through out of court. I feel like that they're coming for me over that. But also on Thursday, you seen what I put on my account, and if I was right, I was right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not going to apologise for it. I done what I thought. I done what I put. You've all seen what I put on the account. It was nothing derogatory. It was nothing of bad. It was just I thought that's a piss take, and why should our fans be getting fucking charged money for that? And straight away, my phone lit up. But this is what happens. This is what happens when there's culture at the football club. And when I say culture at the football club, I mean big accounts, right? So big accounts on this platform are run by certain people. That might be one big account is run by a certain person, and then a couple of them run another one. And then what happens is they go onto WhatsApp groups and they go, bang, 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 get that out there now, get that out there now, and they all go for it. And we've seen that the other year when Jack said something about a girl, come on, there was murder, and then I was getting called a nonce online and things like that by a certain individual. Won't go down that road again, but it got sorted the next day. I'm not going to sit here and I sit here and have a laugh, right, and say how I feel about Everton Football Club and about the players and things like that, right. I go everywhere. You know, the other season under Lampard, like another 1,100 people, I was Bournemouth twice in a week, right. You know, it was 1,000-mile watching Everton in a week. Sorry, my phone's going. Get 7 put past them. There's but you know, you're not allowed to say how you feel no more. While I was, it doesn't matter where I was yesterday, but while I was there, I was reading what I was reading, and I got in touch with a girl off here, right, Maggie, because she's had to say about something, whether she's right or whether she's wrong. Accounts have come for her. The People's Group in the 1878s, because it doesn't fit their narrative. Now listen, the WhatsApp groups will be pinging now. Right, I'll get loads of hate. I really don't care. You can't knock anyone lower than where I am at the moment. So go for it. Right? Just go for it. I'm not asked. You're not going to get a reaction out of me. You're not going to get a reaction. But what happens is people who run that account. So they're tweeting and retweeting so it gets bigger followers and bigger views and things like that. But you also get other people going at it. But it was different when someone mentions one of their friends and it was a girl, and it's a girl. She's also a girl as well. But you've got a lad behind Watch Toffee giving absolute major shit out and things like that. These same people that are in the 1878 now, and yet I am going to call these out because I've had enough of it, right? And I am. I'm not going to call these out individually. I'm going to call them out as a group, right? Are they all the same people that wanted Ken right out? They wanted death on him. They wanted fucking this. They wanted that. They caused major mayhem at the grounds, marches, protests, everything. But now they're in bed with the club because the club's accepted them. The club's accepted them because the club have bought the silence off them. And that's what's happened. The football club's rotten from top to bottom. And unfortunately, if I have to stay away for the rest of my life, I stay away for the rest of my life. It's not an issue. It hurts. It does hurt. I'm not going to lie. It kills you. But eventually life will go on. My family's more important, my kids. And that's that. And you know what? I'll throw Luca in a Liverpool kit, and just there's lads on this platform now that are probably listening that'll get Luca a ticket. One of my mates, John, will take him to the match. Not an issue. There's loads of Blues on here that will take Luca the match for me, and he wouldn't miss an Everton game. I know there is, but it's not the same as going with your lad and your dad. I can't. I've got that many restrictions going to match. I can't sit with my 14-year-old lad. I have to sit. My 14-year-old lad has to sit away from me. If I can't go to match, I can't pass my ticket on to someone else. I just have to lose the money. I can't do nothing. My restrictions are so tight. It's untrue, and I go like that to myself. It is what it is. And since I've been back since the Bournemouth game, I couldn't go to Bournemouth games due to a family reason. But no one had me ticket. I lost the £55. And that was that's just the way it is. That's my problem why I can't go. It's not Everton Football Club. But I said, give it to someone. I can't. Give it to Everton in the community. We can't do that. Sounds okay. I would have like someone off here who listens, who probably can't afford to go to the match or struggles to go to the match because of whatever. There's a ticket there, go and have it. Go down the box office and have it in my name. But I couldn't do that. And what I'm trying to get at this club is, if your face fits, your face fits. If it doesn't, you're fucked, right? And unfortunately now, there's that much momentum behind certain groups here. I hope when the freedoms come in, they all get fucked off. I hope they all get fucked off big time. You know, the flags, the banners, the bed sheets. Who gives? I just don't. No one cares. No one cares about them. And I only say what a load of people are thinking on this platform. And what I will say is, right, I've got the balls to come out and say it. Others won't come out and say it. You all think the same, because I get text messages and I get messages in my DMs explaining that you're right, yeah, we fully agree. But they're too afraid to say it because they don't want the hassle. They don't want big accounts coming for them and things like that. You know, there's people walking around here. You know, when I done that tweet on Thursday, straight away my phone went. Straight away my phone went, 2 withheld numbers. I know what it was now. I asked them, have you phoned? No. Then I asked another person and they went, oh yeah, I've given the number. He turned around and said to me, I had your number from the last time I phoned. And I said, you've never phoned me on this number, mate. The last time I had this number, the last number I had, the police took off me, which you all know about because you all talk and jangle about it in your little WhatsApp groups and things like that. Listen, I'm not going to change for no one on this app. I'm not going to change for anything, right? I'm just going to tone it down. And if you want to speak about footy, speak about footy, right? As for the players, if you know, it's obviously blatantly obvious that some of the players listening on burners, and it's blatantly obvious that the club listening, right? Sound. Maybe start looking after your fans and things like that, and going forward, and not just looking after certain groups, and you know, giving them everything that they want and being petrified of them, because that's what's happened. That's what's happened. The same groups take reward and recognition for everything when it's other people doing the work behind the background. You know, and that's how it is. Another thing as well that was mentioned. We do this, we do that. Whoever's tweeted off one of the big accounts, the 1878, no one's asked them. No one's asked them to do it. No one's asked them to do it. They're doing it with other people's money. It's not they're not doing it with their money. They're doing it with all fans' money. No one personally said, you go and do that, you go and do that. They ask for volunteers and they go and do it. Everyone's grateful that they do it. But, you know, people can't have an opinion or say. And that's the thing, what happens. Now, listen, the podcast, the podcast groups, the WhatsApp groups will be going ballistic now, pinging. That fat cunt's off again. That thing, whatever. I'm not asked. I'm not asked. You've all got my number. If you want to come and see me, if you want to come and meet me, if you want to come and text me over something, sound. The withheld numbers, don't bother, I won't answer them. It's boring. I just turn my phone off. I've had that over the past. It's boring. If you've got something to say it. And that's how it is. Don't come on the bounce because you're not going to get a reaction out of me. If you want telling straight, I'll tell you straight. And that's just how it is. Apart from that, the club, I'm up the wall with it. I don't know whether I'll be able to watch the match again with me lads. And that's just how it is. Yeah, I did do something very stupid on Saturday night. Very, very stupid. Which has caused a lot of grief within me family. But life goes on. And let's just, I'll go again. What doesn't kill me will make me stronger. What doesn't make me stronger will kill me. And that's just the way it is. Apart from that, didn't see the game on Saturday. Haven't seen the highlights. Don't know what happened. Don't really care what happened. And I still stay to this day. Everton is shit. The manager's shit. And the players are fucking shit. And that's that. That's me.
The one thing I will say, Fran, is that you've got the love of the people that sit on this space, bar a few maybe, that are probably listening in on burners or what have you, or just sitting there laughing. But the one thing I will fucking say is that everyone that does listen in on this space has got your back, but
No, I
guaranteed.
say, because you know what? Listen to me. I'm going to say something now, right? There's been spaces here where Jack went out one particular girl over the coach and that, making loads of money and whatever, right? And the other week, this particular girl, I can't mention names because, you know, it's not acceptable to mention names. This particular girl helped out and got places for people I know. 3 men. Wait there 1 sec, sorry. 3 men places on the coach and 3 kids. And when I said, how much is that? She went, the price and then half price for the kids. And I went, wow. I was like, really? She said, oh, yeah. And I got straight on the phone to Jack and I said, you got it wrong about her, mate. And Jack will tell you that. And he went, what? She got it wrong about her. She said, half price for the kids. See, because what I do, Dave, is I'll say things. And then if I'm wrong, I'll apologise. Right? And when I see the girl face to face, I am going to grab her and apologise to her because I have been wrong. I don't know whether Jack will do the same, but I will. I'll say, listen, I was wrong to get involved in that. Didn't know the background about it. When you're right, you're right. And when you're wrong, you can hold your head up and say, listen, I was wrong there, I'm sorry. And I will say that to her. And I won't do it by text message. I won't do it by phone. I'll do it by face to face. Whether that be bumping into it in Liverpool or bumping into it at a game. I don't know when it'll be, but that's what I will do. But that's how it is.
Well, from my perspective, anyway, I'm just glad that you've come on. To be fair, and I'm glad that you've told people exactly how you feel and what you feel is happening to you, because I just think it's fucking disgraceful, if I'm honest with you. Getting targeted and the
Dave,
way that,
I haven't in yours, right? I'm not coming on for sympathy. I haven't in yours. I haven't been the best lad. I haven't. I haven't grown up. I haven't. But like, you know, the last couple of years, I have done things right, and I don't want to go into things, but I have done things right in my life, and that'll remain the way it is. And when I come back, the Bournemouth game after last season, a bit of suspension last year, I come back to Bournemouth game. I haven't done nothing wrong, mate. I haven't done not one thing wrong. I go to match. I might say stupid things on here. When I go to match, I don't start screaming at the players. I don't start screaming at the away fans or nothing like that. I just don't. Last year, I had a policeman come over to me at the Newcastle game. Me lads was getting targeted by the Newcastle lads because the Newcastle fans, because they had glasses on. Whether it be banter, it got a little bit more serious than banter. But with one particular person, and my lad told the Newcastle fella to fuck off with a middle finger. Never said fuck off. He just put his middle finger up. And the policeman approached me at the game and said, you must be so proud of your lad. And I said, I am every day, yeah. I said, why? He said, a young kid like that swearing. And I went, whoa. I said, what about the adult over there? That's whatchamacallit? That's calling them four eyes and specky and all that. You know, what's but nothing happened, and he sat there and he stared at me all game, intimidating me. That's what it was. And I stood up and I went over to him and said, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. And listen, I've also been like promised and told by people are messaging me now saying it's definitely the view from the Bullens. Listen, I've had them on the phone to me and said that it's not them, it's not their style, they wouldn't do it, blah blah blah. That's the way I've got to see it. But if someone's done it, someone's messaged in and said that I've been racist on here or whatever, and there's a big police investigation going on now, and the club are involved and things like that. I don't need the stress. And as I said to the club today, if you don't want me to go to the game, I don't want me support. So just tell me, be a man and tell me. That's how it is. But what they do is they pass the book down to someone else that speaks to me at the club and let them do the work. You know, I didn't even notice until probably 1 o'clock on Saturday. That's that's how I found out. But I got an email off them and didn't check my emails. There's 11,000 emails on my phone. I didn't check my emails because they said, "Oh, you've had an email." I said, "I've had no email," and I had an email, but I didn't see the email until Saturday. But it is what it is. And that's that. You just got to crack on. I've faced worse things in my life, and I'll probably face worse things again. And this space is not about me. But all I will say is, all he is there. Past experience, what I will say is, as for your tickets, right, be careful what you're doing. Because passing a ticket onto someone's ticket out them, whether you give it to them outside the ground, passing a ticket onto them is ticket out them. Like that's what it is. That's not come from Everton. That's come from the letter of the law, the police, and he dragged me in for it. And I was like, "What?" And they were like, "If you see me outside the grounds and you had a spare ticket and no one was going in on it, and you give me the ticket and said, 'Yeah, you can have that for nothing,' that's classed as ticket outing. There doesn't have to be money handed over to be thing owed for tickets." To be charged with ticket touting. Everyone thinks ticket touting is £55 ticket, you're selling it for £75, £100, £150. That's ticket touting. It's actually not. Passing a ticket outside the ground. Dave, if Alex couldn't go to the game, you seen me, you didn't know. You got a ticket, mate? No, yeah, you can have that. I don't want no money for it. You're a ticket tout because you've given me a ticket to go to the match for nothing. That's an example. That there's also things you say on here. The club are monitoring it. The club don't like it. There's going to be major bans getting given out and things like that. And it's just madness the way this fan base has gone. This fan base years ago used to be great. Used to be all the same people that you'd know and things like that. And the Wolves shout, the purple wheelie bin shout. It's a laugh, it's a bit of banter between people. You know, I know loads of people that aren't from the city that go to the match and the good lads and have been going this game longer than I've been born. And they just laugh it off and things like that. But people just constantly give, you know, give the brick shit, right? Let me tell you now, I'm going to tell you now, when we went to Ipswich, we were on the brick. We come back on the brick, probably the quietest coach going. Honest to God, everyone has this reputation about, everyone has this perspective about the brick being rough as fucking thing, yo. The lads on the brick are fucking diamond geezers, and the girls that go there on them as well. The fucking diamonds. They look after the kids. You can be at the front of the coach with me lad. Go, does he want a drink? Does he want a burger? No, you're all right, sounds, whatever. That's what happens. You get looked after. But they get fucking targeted. Never ever get affiliated to the club. Why? I don't know. But that's just how it is. That's
I'll
just
I'll
how it
I'll
is.
I'll back that up at 100% as well because I went to Southampton on the coach and it was fucking brilliant. To be quite honest with you, not one bit of nastiness on there. Just nice people. All lads just enjoying the ride down there, and obviously not so much enjoying the fucking game because we got beat. But yeah, as far as I was concerned, and I'll be honest with you, and I did say to you, didn't I? I wasn't sure, and but I went and brilliant coach, really lovely coach as well, just sound people. So
No, I know, but the thing
I
is,
don't know
Dave,
why it does get the bad rap either. To be quite honest with you, Fran.
after the Southampton game, you know, another account on here saying about the feel like the kids are unsafe going to match and things like that. Why? Why? I'm telling you now, I've never felt unsafe, or my lad unsafe. He's been going to away games since he was 5. He's now 8. 5 years of age, he was travelling this country. Before that, I've had Jamie, not so young because he wasn't so much into football. Ellie, my daughter, was travelling the length and breadth of the country at 7 years of age in a 9-seater with us, right? And I've never ever had any reason to think that the kids in our end are in danger, ever. No matter how toxic our end can be, no matter how shit they are on the pitch. One thing I will say about our fans, they look after the kids. It doesn't fucking matter where you're from. You can be from fucking Exeter to fucking Newcastle to fucking Southend to fucking Bridgend, right? The kids will always get looked after. No two ways about it. If there was a fucking kid stopped crying, looking for his dad, someone would take ownership of that kid until the fucking parents have been found and things like that. I don't get it. And then the thing is like, oh no, you can't go on the brick because the kids are. It's fucking nothing like that. Oh, everyone's off the box now. No, they're not. they're just fucking kids. There's loads of dads and lads that go on the brick and enjoy the game and get off at the fucking services and go in and get the crispy cremes and then get back on the fucking the coach and then go to the game and come home. And then you'd have your post-match fucking arguments, discussions, whatever. And then before you know it, you're on the fucking M6 and everyone's half asleep. That's it.
No,
Yeah, see, here we go. I've got people ringing me now from 1878. Do us a favour, turn it in, right? I don't need it. I don't need you ringing me. I don't want you ringing me. You're listening in, and all the WhatsApp groups are pinging, right? Don't ring me. I don't want you to ring me. Please don't ring me. See what I mean, Dave? Do you see
yeah,
what I mean? Do you
yeah,
see exactly what I mean, Dave?
yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
right, they're ringing me
100%.
now. I can't be asked for it.
Yeah. Well, just tell them in here then. No, you're right. Listen, listen, Fran. I'm glad you've come on anyway, and I'm glad you've put your point across and your case of what's gone on, so people actually know what's going on within this club, because it's wrong, absolutely 100% wrong, and you know, well, as we said earlier on at the start of the space, the amount of stuff that Fran's actually done off his own bat, and then gets absolutely lambasted for stuff. And listen, he
Dave,
just
do
said,
us a favour.
"Go on,
Just shut up about things like that. I don't want you to say things like that, right? It's not about me,
no,
right?
no,
I'm just telling you. I just don't want you to do that, right? And just cut me out of it now, right? But I'm not having people ringing me off these fucking big accounts because I've said something, right? Because obviously I've said something and said it honestly and openly how I feel, my opinion,
yeah,
right? Because a girl was getting fucking targeted in here last night, right? Who I phoned, right? I'm not in the best of place myself, but I still fucking phoned her and checked in on it and made sure she was all right. Right, I didn't like what I seen. And I thought that's fucking crap. But obviously I've rattled cages again because the WhatsApp fucking messages must be pinging around now.
no, right, you're right." But listen, the other thing, obviously, I think I've spoke about it before, but obviously, well, there's a lot of people in here. Um, if you can really help us with the homeless fund, because obviously we're going out in a week or so's time, so we could do with just obviously a little bit more support from yourselves, and I think I posted something last night as well about people on the streets living in bins, fucking bins in our own city. I mean, what the fuck has this fucking city come to where people on the street, it's bad enough that they're living on the streets and sleeping on fucking cardboard or in doorways, but they're actually sleeping in bins. Fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? But so I will say to you again, please, if you can help us. If you can't, listen, if you can't, just retweet it. But if you can help us, we'd really, really appreciate it because it does make a bit of a difference when we go out. I've got a few other things that other people have donated, jackets and coats and stuff like that. I've got one business that, which I'll mention next week, who are donating a load of coats. They're collecting them all in work, and I'm gonna go and pick them up next week, and then we've got them to take out with us, and again, it just makes a massive difference. Even just having a bit of hot food on the night, and a little bag with the gloves and the scarves and the hats and the socks and all that type of stuff. It means so much, all from the help from yourselves. Obviously the link's in the bio as well. So go on there in our bio, and if you can help, as I say, we're not saying to people, look, you must do it. If you can, you can. If you can't, just retweet it or share the page, share the link, because it does make a difference. And it's one of them things that's become quite passionate for us over the years because of the time of the year that we do it. We're all tucked up in our beds or in sat behind our front doors in a nice warm house, and you seen the weather last week. Fucking hell, it was fucking cold. And these people they're living it every day, every single fucking day. They're living on the streets, and we're all so fortunate to be sat behind, sitting on our couches now, listening to this space and talking about it. So as I say, if you can, please help us. We also mentioned it obviously earlier on, if you didn't hear us before, go on our YouTube page. We've put the link up there. We've got a big announcement. Well, we're launching, not launching something, but we've done something that we're under an NDA with, so we can't really discuss it. But come Friday after 10 o'clock, which is when it's going to get published, it's really good, really good. So yeah, get yourself on the page. Subscribe to the page, press the notifications, and then you'll get the notification as to when it's going to get dropped on Friday morning at 10 a.m. And that's that. So yeah, so we'll crack on a little bit more. Obviously, I think we'll talk about the United preview. Well, actually, no, we'll talk about the need for change. And I think obviously, I know we said before with Dyche, there's only Dyche going to sack himself. So obviously, my thoughts on obviously the need for change is obviously when eventually the freaking group do take over, and there's been a lot of speculation on the press about they're ready to press the button and get rid of Dyche. What's your thoughts, lads? Do you think that's going to happen? Do you think come when the free? Oh, listen, it's not going to happen overnight, but I think. Or do you think they'll just leave him and let it run to the end of the year? What do you reckon, Jay? Or Jack? One or the other?
I think it'll be. I think the middle of December, Dave, they'll take over, and there's obviously rumours that when he does take over, there's going to be money for the January transfer window. Priorities, Dave. What are we going to look at? Left back, right back, maybe a forward. They're the options, but listen, we've seen so many things with this club where we've gone, this is going to be getting taken over, this is going to happen. Until, as Jack said, until they're standing there with that scarf above their head, fucking celebrating that they bought Everton, we can't count any chickens, can we?
No.
I mean, Alan Myers put something out there today, Dave, and everyone was panicking, but it was about Blackburn Rovers, luckily. He said something about the Venkies or something about the ownership. So let's hope that everything goes through. It's a new era for Everton. Everyone can work together. The players can put better performances in, because I honestly think that this could be the year. I really do. As much as I don't want to be negative about it, and I tried to be positive last week, there's just certain things in that game on the weekend that there was no one that was showing any fight. Now, if that's coming from the manager, get him gone. But unfortunately, we've got to stick with them because they need us. I say it every week. They need us. And we've got to get them over the line again. And I think the fans, I think they're just sick of it. And this is what's happening with the fan bases. Everyone's hating each other. It's just, I've never seen Everton so bad, Dave, so toxic between the club, the fans. And there's only one way we can go, and that's try and work on things and make things better. And hopefully the club do, and they get taken over. And, all the fans sing from the same brush. We're never going to be able to sing from the same brush in a way, because we've all got opinions. Everyone's got different opinions. Like on this space, we don't all agree what we say sometimes, but everyone's entitled to what they've got to say. You might not like it, but that's the way things are in the world, isn't it? So that's my opinion. Over to you, Jack.
Yeah, I think he's gone as soon as he come in. Me, like, I just think it's, you're not going to buy something either and not put your own spin on it. Just talk, as you say there, Jamie, that mid-December and there's a healthy transfer pot to go at, but is it all fucking pie in the sky to get them rumours out, to then put it out to the fans, to get everyone just a little bit settled going into Christmas, then we're into January, then we're looking down the barrel of the end of Goodison, because it's the same situation when there's targets, when there's players coming. It's like as if they put the players out there. Oh yeah, he's having a medical. He's doing this. He's doing that. People will put it out there, and then it's like, oh, we tried to get him. We tried to get him. So I don't know. As I said before, we'll see what happens. But do I think he's going to go as soon as the new takeover comes? I do. I do think he's going to go. Yeah, because it'd be stupid not for someone whoever buys the club not to do that.
Yeah. I think there was I seen a couple of things over the weekend where the press was sort of talking up the Thomas Frank thing as well. You know, where he was sort of making some nice words about the club and about coming to the ground and the fans and all that type of stuff. You know, and you know what though, I'd take him, mate.
He
I
said that
think
last. He said, sorry, Dave. He said that last year. He did an interview at the end. I remember it all before the game, and he said all that, and it got shared again about it. And listen, Dave, I honestly think right, it's an hard one because someone said he's not a good manager. What's he done and stuff like that. He hasn't been around for long, and he hasn't really had much money, has he? Really, has he been backed at Brentford? No, he hasn't. So he's got players there that he's keeping Brentford in the Premier League, and they do play some good football, Dave. Do you know what I mean? They have got some decent players as well. But I don't think he'll be the right person for me. But I can't even give you that answer who should be the right person. I know you're saying there, you'd have him, but the list is not that big. Who you would want to come in? People would talk about Moyes. No, Jack will pull faces. Wouldn't have Moyes back, and a lot of people wouldn't have David Moyes back. Is he the right man for Everton Football Club? But for me, I I know it's hard to take a chance, but I know you look at like the sporting manager. Obviously, that Ruben Fingo went to Man United, and we were never obviously going to get him. But I wouldn't mind trying someone like that. And I know we're quick enough to say the fans wouldn't give them the time of day, but we've never tried anything like that. And when we got David Moyes from Preston, no one knew who David Moyes was. You know what I mean? So I'd happily take a risk. If we're going to get rid of Dyche tomorrow, I'd happily take a risk of someone who's a good manager in the league, in another league, and give them an opportunity for Everton Football Club. It might not work, Dave, but it's not fucking working now. What we've got, is it?
no, clearly not. What's your thoughts, Fran? Do you think he's gone?
Dave, I'm not saying fuck all on you no more because my phone's lit up. I've
All
got
right.
fucking all kinds of fucking withheld numbers phoning me, right? And I've got all kinds of messages, people wanting to come to the house.
All right. Okay.
From the house over what though?
What did he want to come to the house for?
To see you, like to be all right with you or what?
No, well, one person wants to come to the house because I've mentioned their name on here. I haven't mentioned no one's name on here. I have not mentioned anybody's name in particular in here. That's not one person's name if I mentioned in here. This is what I mean about the big cults and things like that. It's non-stop. The WhatsApp groups will be going berserk now and things like that. But you know, it is what it is.
Such a fucking fractured fan base, aren't we? Fractured and toxic. Yeah, is probably what it is, isn't it? As sad as it is. And it's hard, it's hard to pinpoint in it really how it's become like this. You know what I mean? Where everyone's at each other's fucking throats. And listen, the one thing we will say, and we've always said it, especially on this spaces, is that we're just four people with all individual opinions. You know, whether you like them opinions or not, it's individual opinions. You know what I mean? And that's the sad part about it is that you can't seem to have an opinion in this in this in this club because everyone thinks that you're all the same. You know, and that's the one thing that I've always been quite proud of the fact that on this space we've always said it that we've always had our own opinions about what we think, and how we did. And we say it in the space as well when we're talking. We always talk about everything that we say is our opinion, our opinion. It's not the total opinion of the BMD Blues Everton chat. You know, and for people to come at the page in general and just come after anyone, either me, Jack, Jamie, or Fran, it's fucking wrong. Get a fucking grip of your lives, will you, for fuck's sake? It's a fucking football game and a football team. Who's asked? Don't know why people are so fucking bothered about it. You know what I mean? Franz said to me before, I was in the 27 campaign. I done the 27 campaign because I felt I wanted to do it because that's my opinion, because I never had a good opinion of fucking Bill Kenwright. Never. And I felt that was the right thing to do for me at the time. So that's, again, my opinion. And listen, everyone can come for me. I couldn't really give a fuck, to be honest with you. If you don't like, if you didn't like my opinion and my thoughts on Bill Kenwright, then fine. But do you honestly think that I'm fucking arsed about it? No, I'm not. Couldn't give a fuck, because it's my opinion. Just like Jack's, just like Jamie's, and just like Fran's. But to then start coming after people incessantly and giving them fucking down the banks, you bang out of order. Anyone. And listen, none of us are angels. Fran's no angel. Jack, none of us are. But that's just the way it is. But again, this fucking fan base at the moment, listen, I'm not saying everyone that's sitting in this space is all the same. We've all got our own individual opinions, but it's so fucking fractured at the moment because I don't think anyone can see the wood for the trees. Because all they're saying, you're paying a lot of money to rock up, watch a fucking football match that's absolutely fucking dog shit. You're watching players who are paid absolute fortunes. I've seen someone before saying it's funny how someone can compare someone working on a work site and someone working in a fucking football match. No, we're not trying to make that comparison. All we're trying to say is that people pay a lot of money. They get paid a lot of money to kick a fucking bag of wind around because they're quite good at it. When, you know, if you've got someone who's a good spark or a good fucking concreter or whatever it is, they're good at their job. But more in a manual labour side of it, if you don't do your job, you're fucking sacked. Yeah, in this game, in the football match, the players have all the fucking power. That's the point we're trying to get across here. This isn't about comparisons between someone working on a fucking building site and someone who's paid 150 grand a fucking week, because they're completely off the fucking mark. We're just trying to use the analogy that it's the fact is that they're working, there's no accountability for what they do, because let's be honest, they go in the fucking game, they go in of a morning, they do a bit of fucking training, and then they go home of an afternoon and have a completely fucking cherished life. And then everyone thinks that they're beyond the pale. Because they're fucking not. We pay. It's funny, we were talking in the car when I was going to match on Saturday about the videos that are out at the moment about your season tickets at fucking Bramley Moor next year, right? And how much we're going to pay, right? I personally think it's going to be about 850 quid next season. That'll be a starting point. £850. And as I've said before, moving into Bramley Moor ain't going to be the fucking magic one that we all think it's going to be. 850 quid to turn up and watch that. Absolute fucking dog shit. And yet then cunts are getting up, going every morning, doing a bit of training, getting in the car, and then fucking off home. And they all get a bit upset about a few people making a few remarks. It's a fucking joke. This club is absolutely fucking fractured. Fractured beyond belief. It's a fucking joke. And listen, I don't know what the answers are to try and bring it all together, because I don't. And listen, other different factions all do the same, but all they're doing is for their own needs. And that's that. And that's fine. Crack on. I've got no fucking problem with that. If that's what you do, great. But trying to have other people to have another comment and then they don't like it. Well, guess fucking what? No one's asked. Have your opinion, just like we have ours. If you want to have your opinion, come in here and fucking tell us. But don't fucking ring people up who are in a fucking bad way and then fucking start giving them down the fucking banks because you don't fucking like it. Come on the fucking space and tell us. Other than that, then don't. If you don't choose to do it, then fine. Don't do it. But then go fucking criticise people. I don't give a flying fuck about what I say, to be quite honest with you. I get quite passionate. I never told him for a long, long, long fucking time. Probably fucking a lot longer than a lot of people that's sitting here. A lot longer. But you know what? I have my opinions. I don't give a fuck about what people think of me. I'm not really asked. Genuinely not. Yet we have a bit of crack. We sit here with four lads who want to make a bit of a difference. But do you know what? All I've seen over the last 4 fucking years is utter fucking dog shit of a club that's been rotten to the core, run wrong, and we all have an opinion about it. But, you know, everyone's got their own individual opinion. That's fine. Have your own individual opinion. We do the space, and people might not like it. People might not like me, Jack, Fran, fucking Jamie. So fucking what? But other people that do come in here because they like to listen to it. And listen, we said it loads and loads of times. If you want to come on, come on, come on. This is what it's about. Let's have a chat, have a proper talk, have a proper fucking discussion about it. No one gets shot down. We all have a laugh. But I just find that at the moment that it's a fucking horrible place. It really is a horrible, horrible place. I hate going to game. I fucking hate it. I've never felt this bad about going to watch Everton in all my fucking born days. I hate it. Fucking hate it. And it's not the fact that it's Goodison Park. The club itself. You know, everything's all focused on Bramley Moore. That's fine. Fantastic as it is. It's brilliant. But as we said before, whatever we see on that fucking football pitch ain't going to change fuck all at Bramley Moore. Ain't going to change it. And yeah, we all want to criticise, and we do criticise, and then other people don't like it. Well, you're just a cunt, or you're this, or you're that. We're all at it. We're all at each other's fucking throats. You know, and as sad as what's happened with Fran, which, by the way, is absolutely fucking disgraceful. I will say that, for one. You know, I just find that absolutely fucking disgusting what's going on there. And then you've got other fucking fan bases now giving him down the fucking banks because he's got a view that they don't like. So fucking shit. That's what it's about. Is it not called free speech in this country? Are we not allowed to have a view anymore? Is that what it is now? Are we becoming like the fucking governments where everyone talks about two-tier care and everyone else? Is that where we're at as a club? Because as far as I'm concerned, that's the way it's fucking going. We'll all be at each other's fucking throats. And, you know, I said this in the car the other day about the 52,500 seater fucking stadium. Do you know what? That stadium will be absolutely fucking nothing without the fans that go in it. Absolutely nothing. And what are the club doing to try and bring the fan base together? Because the way I'm seeing it at the moment, it's absolutely fuck all. All they want to do is just drive a wedge in between everyone. Because that's the way it feels. That's the way it's become. It's never been like this ever in my time of following Everton. I've never experienced it so fucking vile in all my life. Vile in the fact that we've got groups of fans who've all got their opinions, which is great, and that's fine. But then trying to make out like as if they're trying to bring it all together when they're not, because all they're doing is after their own selfish means, and that's fine. Crack on. But then don't fucking cry about it when other people who are trying to do something or having a go, because that's just fucking life. That's what it's about, you know. But look, just fucking lay off the fucking text messages and everything else to other people within this group, or even other people in this space. Because you know what? We don't give a fuck. We're not asked. And listen, mental health, whatever you want to call it, people fucking suffer with it in silence. Hence the reason to the song earlier on today, because that's what it is. Have a little fucking think about what you're actually doing to people when when you are making these text messages and you are having a pop because someone's made a comment that you don't like. That's just the fucking way it is. That's what life's about. But if you carry on doing that, we're never ever going to come together as a fan base ever. Because all we're ever going to do is just keep at each other's fucking throats all the time. It's never going to change. And you know, whatever's going on in the world and whatever way we're looking at it, you know, with all this, you know, I don't really want to call a word. Begins with a W and then ends in an E. Because that's the way it's become. The whole culture in our society is completely changed. You know what I mean? Gone are the fucking days of a copper walking down the road and you'd be absolutely fucking petrified of him. Not anymore. No one gives a fuck. And that's just the analogy that I'm trying to use. We're just a really, really fractured and and vile fan base at the moment. And I'm not trying to be, pencil out people into individual people. It's just I'm just saying it as a group of fans. We're probably fucking disgusting because that's the way we are. But all I will say is, other people who are listening and who are fucking texting messages and doing everything to have a go at Fran and even me or Jack or whoever, just fucking stop it and have a little fucking think about what you're doing. Really? You're that fucking arsed about it? You're that bothered about it? Because you've got other things going on in his head and the last thing he needs is a fucking phone call off you. Just have a fucking think. Because life's too fucking short in this world. Have a sit down, have a chat, have a talk about it. What's wrong with doing that? Sound like as if I'm on my fucking soapbox here, and I am probably to a point, but I just think that, that's the only way we're ever going to come together as a fan base and get back to where we were years and years ago. It's going to take time on the pitch, of course it is. But, we're from a city that's been downtrodden for a long, long time together,
Dave,
whether that be Liverpool, Everton, whoever.
do
We've
you think,
all...
Dave,
Go on.
sorry, Dave, do you think, though, with results, if Everton started winning, do the fans help? Do the fans get on board with that, though, Dave? You know what I mean?
But you probably might too, mate. But at the end of the day, the fundamentals of what's going on within the club are still there, aren't they? Until we have that change, which is what I've put up on the thing. So we get that change, but it's never going to be any different, is it? And yeah, the mood always changes. Of course, it does when you start winning games. The mood always changes, doesn't it? Absolutely does. Um, and it does. It genuinely does because it gives the feel good factor back and blah blah blah. Like I said to you last week, Jay, I don't see it personally. I don't see where the wins are coming from. And like I said, I don't want to sound negative because I try not to be. But the way we're fucking going, we'll be fucking rooted at the bottom of the fucking Premier League come fucking January. Unless some change does happen. And whether that's a change in the manager and you get that bounce, who knows? Or we start playing, as Jack said earlier on, the players that we have got, they are capable of winning games because we've seen it. And they are capable of playing in a particular way. But that comes from the manager as well, doesn't it? That's what I said. That's what I said earlier on in the fucking space
Yeah.
about what the fuck are they doing in the week?
Do you know what I think? I think it's hard, Dave, as well, because obviously the football's so bad, right? And I know they had 10 men, Brentford. But would you have took a point with 11 versus 11 on that pitch before the game?
Say that again, mate. Sorry.
So before the game on
Yeah,
Saturday, right?
yeah,
Playing Brentford.
yeah.
People were saying, "Oh, we'll get football. We can't see us getting no points." Would you have took a point at the start of the game?
No, because I said we were going to get beat.
That's what I'm saying. So are you happy that we got a point now?
Not particularly, no. Not in the context of the match.
That,
Not in
oh,
the context of the match, Jay. That we were
that's what I'm
fucking...
saying.
They had 10
No,
men down
That's what I'm
And they were
saying. So
there for
this,
the taking because they were fucking shite. So we should have won that game effectively, shouldn't we?
that's what I'm saying. I do get that. I do. What I'm saying is, before the game, you said we'll get beat, right?
Yeah.
We got a point. So if it was 11 versus 11, would you be happy with the point?
Well, you're not losing the game, are you?
No. But this is
But
what the
the,
hardest part is for us, though, Dave, as for Dyche. He comes out and what did he say? Was it one loss in seven or something like that?
yeah, but that you can talk. That's all you fucking want, mate. It's the manner in which we're fucking playing. It's absolutely fucking
Yeah, I
dreadful.
get that.
And all you get out of him is it's the same fucking narrative week in and week out. We're doing this. We're fucking on the grass with this, with that. Who gives a fuck? This has been fucking 12 months in the making now, up to now, and we don't look any different. We're no better. We're fucking crap. And you know, you could argue and say, have we got better players than Brentford? Maybe. I don't know. But they going home, mate. They're coming into training. Like we said with Calvert Lewin, with all these people who were on fucking big dough, major dough, to do a job that we can only ever fucking dream of doing. And the least you want out of them is a degree of effort to go out there, put the shirt on, and fucking run your bollocks off for 90 minutes. Because let's not forget about it here, 90 fucking minutes. It's not an 8-hour day, as Jack said, where you're grafting on the fucking railway or you're climbing up a fucking set of ladders for 8 fucking hours of a day. 90 fucking minutes. And they're in the week doing 2 hours of fucking training, going home, sitting on their asses, getting 150 fucking grand a week or whatever it is, money that we can only ever dream of, and then playing 90 minutes of fucking football. It's a fucking joke. And whatever way he's setting them up in training, it ain't working. It ain't fucking working. So, in answer to your question, would I have been happy taking a fucking draw with 11 men? No, I wouldn't have done. Because the style of football is just a fucking joke. It's a piss take. And every week I see the same thing, the three of them standing together in a little huddle. What do we do? Scratching the bollocks thinking, I haven't got a fucking clue. And the fans sit there, week in, week out, sitting there looking at them thinking, hoping on every fucking move, come on, make a move, make a decision, for fuck's sake, make a decision. And then he comes out with the same shit every fucking week. Oh, the record, this. It's not good enough, Jay. And listen, and I know what you're trying to do is obviously spin that bit of a narrative about the fact that his record is this. It's fucking dross. Let's have it right. It's dross. Absolute fucking dross. And these are paid a lot of money.
Dave, I get that. But you know what we've got to bring to ourselves? I think Jack always says it. Everton, we've got to realise where we are, Dave. This squad is fighting for relegation. Well, that's where we are. We're fighting for relegation. We're 15th. This squad doesn't deserve to be in top half. Not a chance, Dave. So where we are now, as I said, 15th, then 11 points. Three, what is it? 2 points ahead of Ipswich. You were there from bottom. If he goes into next few games, Dave, and plays football fucking terrible, but gets a point, you'd be happy, wouldn't we?
Say that again.
So we're 15th on 11 points. We're 2 points above the relegation zone. Ipswich, I think that the third from bottom. But if we went to into the other games now, Dave, and played the way we have been playing and get points, would you be happy with that? Or would you still come out and say, Man United the way we were fucking shite, weren't we? But we still got a point. Would you be happy with it? I'm not playing. I'm just asking you a question. What we can do now? Do we go to United and try and get a point? Do we try and get all 3 points? What do we do?
That's a difficult one, isn't it? You just want, mate, all I want is a bit of graft and a bit of guile. And you know what? If you go to United and you go at them and you put a fucking shift in and you get beat and you think, "Do you know what, fucking fair play to you. All I want to do is turn up and see a team try. It's not hard to ask for, is it? It's not hard to see a team actually fucking putting a shift in and saying, "Do you know what? I'm actually playing for the shares here."
Yeah.
Because I don't see it.
I don't understand what that in that second half against Brentford, Dave. I don't understand what he actually said to them. They came out and they looked a better side than us with 10. You know what I mean? I honestly, I really think I was speaking to mate Lou there. I think at the end of the day, that game on Saturday was one of the worst performances I've seen Everton.
Yeah, I mean, someone's made a point there to say the 10 men might have worked against us, but you know what? We never had a clue how to break them down, Jay.
We
Do
didn't.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let's be honest, they didn't really threaten that much in the second half. They just made it really difficult. And let's not forget here, we're the home side. We were the home side. So it's on us to go and attack. And listen, shit as it is, they can just turn around and say, well, we'll just fucking park the bus and we'll make it fucking hard for you to break us down. And that's exactly what they did. We've got a fucking half decent side who's got an idea of how to open a team up at the back. Then you're probably on to a winner. But we just haven't.
That's what I'm saying. No, Dave, you look at the squad that we've got, we just want to see them have a fight. Do you know what I mean? Have a fight and play well. And I did say that at the earlier in in the space about they all looks petrified. There's no one grabbing the game by the fucking scruff of the neck. Do you know what I mean? And the ones that are fucking grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck are like Ashley Young and that. Do you know what I mean? But there should be players on that pitch. And you felt sorry for NJ Dave in a way because he was trying, but I think he was just trying too hard because
Yeah.
everyone else was just fucking terrible,
Yeah,
weren't they?
they were, mate. That's the problem. You
Yeah,
can see what he's trying to do. You can see little moves and little passes that he's trying to make. And we haven't got the players with the nous. There's no leaders on that pitch, mate. There's
no,
no leader
that's
on
the
that
problem,
pitch.
Dave. Innit?
I don't care what you
That's
say.
it. Yeah,
You talk about Tarkovsky. I've been hypercritical of him all season because I don't think he's been at it. And we all said, it's got to be Brantwaite and it's got to be Tarkovsky because that was what it was last year and this, that, the other. He doesn't lead. I don't see any
no.
leadership on the pitch.
He doesn't, Dave, does he? And this is the thing about the same as Coleman's situation, isn't it, Dave? If when he gets fit, does he come back in? I think a good idea would be to put Coleman right back and move Ashley Young left back because that Michaelenko, mate, it just seems to be he's just gone downhill. He's petrified. He doesn't want the ball. He gets the ball. He's like a rabbit in the head with headlights when Did you see that thing in the first half, Dave? Was it the second half? It was. He got the ball with McNeil and just fell over himself.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
Bermo just fucking ran past him.
He
And
probably,
I'm watching
he
him.
probably does need a fucking bit of time on a bench.
They've got no players, have they, Dave, as well, when you think about it? There's no players who are pushing to get in the positions, is there? There's
No.
no pressure on them. It's like, as Jack always says about Calvert-Lewin, Beto's pushing him, but Dyche doesn't fancy him. And, he's not exactly a fucking world beater, is he? Do you know what I mean? So, for me, if in January we have these situations where the owners do come in, and if whoever's the manager then, his priorities have got to be left back, a right back, and a fucking forward. They've got to be, Dave.
Yeah,
But let's see what happens.
yeah. So there's a lad here, Roberto. Shall we get him in?
Yeah, it's Bob. Yeah, get him in, Dave.
All right, Bob. All right, like you. You sound
Yeah,
Hello,
all
Bob.
good.
what's going on, lad? And Fran, you alright, mate? Yeah, good,
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 Bob.
good.
What have you got to say, mate?
No, it's just like fucking broken records, aren't we? It's just the
Bob,
same fucking shit
Bob,
week in, week out, innit?
Bob, I was waiting for you to say that. Someone just sent me a message before you came on. Sorry, lad. And he just said, Luke just messaged me and said, we've got no presence or nothing. There's no hard knocks in the team. There's no excitement. No one pushes each other. There's no pace. And McNeil's slower than me dead nan.
It's fucking, he's fucking not far off it, mate. I don't know, I think it's like, I think there's a big thing over our heads at the moment, Andy, with this takeover. I was listening to Talk Sport the other day, and he had that fella on who's supposed to be in the know, apparently. And he was saying, like, he was saying it's a bit of a joke, to be honest with you. He was saying, like, fucking Man United went through well quicker than this. Do you know what I mean? And it should have gone through by now. But he reckons it's literally, apparently, this freaking group have already, they put out there the feelers to start hiring people for Everton. They've already started doing interviews and stuff like that, which I suppose is a good sign. And I think that's what's just hanging over everyone at the moment. Do you know what I mean? That's what it just
I, th-
feels like.
I think the United deal was a little bit different to ours, I think, Bob, because I think
Oh, I can
that,
imagine, yeah.
well, no, theirs was investment, isn't it? Because he's
Yeah,
not bought the full club, has he? He's put
No,
investments into it, and so it's
yeah, these are
probably
full on, aren't they?
this is a full on, and the problem is, the shit show that we are. It's obviously getting into the nuts and bolts of what's gone on within the club, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, the fucking nuts and bolts, mate. Yeah, fucking, yeah,
Well, it is, isn't it?
yeah,
That's exactly what it is, isn't it, mate? There's all these. There'll be fucking loads of stuff hidden under the fucking carpet, won't there? You know what I mean?
yeah,
They'll be going into
yeah.
a room and going, have a look under that carpet and see what's there. That'll be
Fucking
every fucking
skeletons in
room
there.
yeah, that'll be in every fucking room in Bramley Mall. Come September next year. Have a look. Oh, that August. Have a look under that fucking carpet there. What the fuck's happened? It's like a big fucking pot of money, like fucking 10 odd years ago. Fucking putting all his money underneath the fucking stairs. But no, it's
Yeah. I
yeah,
think that's just what's it's like. That seems to be like the cloud of the moment, doesn't it? Everyone's just waiting. We've got the grounds. We're all waiting to get in there, and we've got this fucking takeover happening. And I think I don't speak to Jack as much anymore, no more. But we used to speak quite a lot. We used to say like these are going to come in and fucking clear it out. And I think that's what I think that's what needs to happen because the disconnect between the management and the fans, the management and the
yeah.
players and the fans, the disconnect, the triangle is just broken at
Is
every
that the
fucking.
disconnect, Jack and Roberto? Yeah, fucking hell. Sounds like there's a disconnect gone on there with you and Jack there, Rob. Have you fucking fell out with him?
Yeah, he fell out with us, hasn't he? Do you know what I mean? He's
He fell out
fucking
with you.
left us. Yeah, you know what he's like. He's had a fucking win, Jenny.
It's not because he never goes in the salty anymore.
Yeah, he's fucking. He's been banned from the Eagle and Voxy. I banned him from the Eagle and Voxy, and his head's gone. Fucking hell.
wait till
Nah,
he
it's
starts
just
wearing that.
fucking.
Hey Bob, wait till he starts wearing that mach, lad.
I've seen the Mac mate many times, mate. He had it on the Eagle once. Remember, Jack, when it was Liam Mark and
Yeah,
Stinky, Danny Arkin
got
turned
that
up?
right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you did, yeah. Remember your head fell off because you burnt that kid's keks? And you said, I'll have to get off, lad. I just burned some kid's keks outside. Remember?
Yeah.
What was
Yeah. Fucking hell.
I mean, what was
Yeah,
it? What was your views on the game on Saturday?
absolutely shite, Dave. That was a mess, mate. That was just a, I mean, look, fuck me, mate. Listen, I'm giving Brentford not, I'll tell you what, you'll never find a team down to 10 men more comfortable than that, mate. They were like, I think, I'll tell you the difference between us and them there, right? I think that when they've gone off that pitch, right, their managers grabbed hold of them, yeah, and said, look, fair enough, all right, listen, you've done well, 10 men, we got a point, but listen, I think you could have won that. We've gone off there, and Dyche just fucking give our players a round of applause. Fucking good. I say he's up for the draw. We got the draw. Well done, the lads. And I think that's the big difference in mentality in our club. It's just, I felt like we would, I felt like we, I felt like Brentford knew that we were happy for the draw, and our players were like looking at them as if to say, look, we're just looking for the draw here. I don't know. I thought it was a fucking terrible game of footy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
They
was
look
shit.
lost of ideas. They just don't like. It's like they just don't know what to do going forward.
Yeah,
It's like it's a new,
couldn't break them
new,
down, could
new
they?
game.
Yeah,
No,
just didn't
I
have a
don't
clue
even
how
think
to
they
break
need a
them down.
breaking down. I don't even think they need it. Like they weren't doing nothing special,
No,
Brentford. Do you know what I mean?
I know they didn't, but they just sat back and just thought, right, we're here. Use the team at home. It's up to you to come and fucking beat us, innit? What I got frustrated about again, and every fucking week, I watch the touchline and I watch what Dyche is doing, and that the other two that he has
Yeah,
with him.
I'm the same, mate. I'm exactly the same as you. I do that. I was about to say on to my next point. Yeah, it like you watch our management staff. Yeah, and look, it's just my opinion. I don't really give a fuck. It's just my opinion. And I see our players, right, and our players look fed up. They look fed up with them. They fucking do, right? You only see our players go off and watch them when they go off as a substitution. Dyche, will stand as far as possible away. He won't interact with them when you come off the pitch, and they just walk off like they look like they're just brain rot, like they're just going through the motions. Do you know what I mean? Look fed up. You look fed up of everything. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying, look, we all have to be like a clock going round, ass slapping them all, but there just seems to be a massive disconnect between the management and the players. They just don't look like they're buying into what they're getting fucking sold. Do you know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me. I don't know about you, but
No, I think you're right, mate. And I also think, listen, we talk about the players being shite, but technically they're probably not. But I think at times, I think they're playing with fucking lead boots.
yeah,
They're playing with
they
fucking
do.
lead
Yeah,
boots.
yeah. We
And
always look the more tired teams, don't we?
yeah,
Always.
all the time. Yeah, I mean, and like you say, they do look fed up. I don't think as I said before, you just come on. I don't think we've got a leader on the pitch. I don't think Tarkowski leads us the way he should do, the way we all thought he would. When he was at Burnley and you listen to their fans talking about him saying he was a top captain.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
see that at the moment.
Yeah,
I,
no, I don't see any. I don't see anything. I don't see anything, mate. I just don't see anything. The
no.
club's just like it's just a. Fucking hell, mate. I've been around the club for fucking a long time, and I don't know. It's never been so fucking dark, and I mean, including all the other seasons that we've just gone through as well. This
Yeah,
one just seems that little bit different. I
yeah.
don't know why. It just seems. I mean, if we can't get a win, I mean, let's just. I've just watched the game there. West Ham have just absolutely swatted Newcastle at Newcastle. No messing about. They've just turned up and tonked them. Yet we're like, just seem to be turning up at home against Brentford against 10 men and happy with a draw. I mean, not us in general, but the man, it's like listening to Dyche after the game. I hate listening to him, but he just can't help himself. The fella can't help himself. He has to mention the fans. Why? I don't understand. He has to get it in there some way or another, and I don't understand why. Like, the fans are getting full nervous now, and then it's like, what's it got to do with the fans, mate? Do you know what I mean? What the fuck has it got to do? I know Jamie always calls out the fans and says this, that, and the other. Like, not calls them out, Jamie, I mean, but you'll say, like, how it is in the ground, it gets toxic and that. It doesn't from where I sit, but I don't know, we all sit in different places. And I just don't see it as toxic as what people say. I honestly don't. I really don't.
I think the fans are just fucking fed up.
Fed
Rob,
up, Dave.
fed
Fed
up.
up. It's shit, mate. It's
Yeah,
fucking served up that shit every week. Honest to God, it's fucking crap to watch. Them
yeah.
players aren't that bad. They're just not. Now, look, listen, I've defended DCL right enough times. I mean, Jack have fucking swung digs on WhatsApp and everything, but I mean, he just looks absolutely fucking devoid of ideas, fed up. He just looks, and you know what? I don't fucking blame the kid. I really fucking don't. Do you know what I mean?
No, well, listen, Jack said it before, and it's obviously in the last few months about him is that clearly he's not going to sign the deal. He wants out, um, and listen, whatever way he needs to do it to keep himself injury free, that's what he's doing, and it ain't
Yeah.
doing us any favors because it's just pushing the fans, and it's making the fans more annoyed to a minute than anything. Do you know what I mean? You wouldn't mind if you thought, you know what, fair play to you, lad. Put it in. If he decided at the start of the year that I'm not going to do the deal and maybe come out and say it, but you know what? Then went out there and absolutely give it 100% every fucking game. Tried his best to score goals. Do you know what? I don't think any of us would have fucking moaned and said, you know what, fair fucking play to you.
No,
Fucking
no, no.
crack
I
on.
think the perfect example of that, Dave, is if you remember, it was Garner Gay. He wanted to go to PSG, and we said no. He come out the next season, had a fucking blinder.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
played for us, and he was unfucking believable for us the next season, and then just went and got everyone's applause.
Yeah, and he was one of our best players on fucking Saturday again. You know what I mean? This is the thing about it, isn't it? How
He
old
gave
is
he,
he?
he he kept giving the ball away though, didn't he?
He did at
That's another
times, yeah,
thing.
but you know what though, mate? He was going chasing it back again now, and as
Yeah, he
and as
was. But
and as Jamie said, he ain't there to fucking create. That's not his job. But you found him there sometimes putting a pass in that just didn't work, and you're thinking he doesn't. He's there to fucking primarily defend. And what I got really frustrated about again is that Decore again running around with them fucking concrete fucking boots on, hasn't got a fucking clue, can't turn, can't turn and run with the ball. He's got to fucking play it back. And then to be fair to Mangala, come on, And at least with Mangala, you get a bit of go forward with him. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's not
He's
scared
impressed me,
to.
to be honest with you. His
Yeah,
minutes on the
yeah.
pitch this season.
Well, why is he not
He's impressed
starting?
me.
Why? That's the bit that I don't get. Why is he not fucking starting the game?
No, the more the question is, the better question to ask is, why is the Corey starting?
Exactly,
It,
that's
it
what I
doesn't
mean. What
make
over the
any.
core, yeah, yeah.
It's not even about. It's why is the Corey starting over anyone? Because he's just fucking. You can see he fucking his legs are gone. His passing is. I don't. I mean, it's look. I've always said he lives rent free with me, the Corey Evan, because of what he did the Bournemouth game, blah blah. But I
Yeah,
think he's just lost it now, mate. I think it's gone.
yeah, yeah.
I,
Def-
I, I don't. I don't know where else to go with it. It's just. I mean, look, I don't know. I just think we're just fucking dross every game. I really do. The players just look. Jamie mentioned something there before and said the players look nervous. I don't know why. You don't. Do you know if you've trained something that much, like if you've drilled something that much, you don't need to be nervous because all you do is you just resort back to what you've been told. This is all we have to do, and it just looks like the void of ideas on that pitch. And then them fucking twats just stand there talking absolute shite the whole game. And I wonder what they talk about. I wonder if he goes up to him and goes, "Hey, listen, Wolves have just gone away there to Fulham, you know. Hey, boss, listen, the 2-1 up. Hey, the twat and
yeah,
fucking Fulham
yeah.
3-1." Because I don't know what the fuck they talk about
No,
about our game
yeah. I'm the same,
because it
mate.
doesn't affect it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You know when and like you see one of them, he stands up, then one of them gets up, then the three of them are together, and they're like in a little fucking huddle, and I'm just going, what can you not fucking see that we're all seeing here? That's what I get frustrated about. Is that
Yeah,
listen, I'm not paid to be a manager, and I'm not paid to be a coach. But it ain't hard to fucking see what's going on a fucking pitch on a Saturday afternoon when you're fucking, you're not the players aren't doing anything, and you watch them fucking three standing there and you go, fuck me, can you not fucking see what we're seeing here?
no, no. Do you
And
think
it's every
go?
week, innit?
No, it's every week. Do you think going back to my original point when I first come on about like the freaking group coming in? Do you think that's playing a part in what's going on the pitch and what's going on in management? Do you think that's? I know people always say, no, it won't be, but the people have got jobs to do. But surely, look, we've all got workplaces to work in. We all know what it's like when you're getting told, look, we've got new bosses coming in. It must be playing on people's minds. It must be playing on Dyche's and the players, and do you know what I mean? Because I just don't see that. Just there's something not right at this club at the moment.
Uh, yeah,
The
it's devoid of any leadership from the top, innit? You know what I mean? As well, that's the
it
problem, innit? You know the
doesn't
way.
look like Dyche answers anyone, does he, at the moment? Do you know
No,
what I
well,
mean?
yeah, I think we've said it before. He's got the safest fucking job in the Premier League, hasn't he? The moment.
Well,
Just don't
and
think there's
fucking
anyone. Just don't think there's anyone can bin him.
no, and look who've just been off a manager now. Do you know what I mean? So they're
I
going to get a
know.
new fucking manager bounce now.
Well,
That
yeah,
usual shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the sooner this freaking thing's fucking done, the better it'll be. Because I do think, as much as the fact that, and as Jack said, I think they come in, I think he's gone. Personally speaking.
Straight away. No messing about.
Um. Well, unless as you've already said, they're already talking and interviewing people to get within the club. You never know, do you? You
Yeah,
like
I don't. I
you'd
didn't
like
mean. I
you'd
didn't
like to
mean. I
think,
didn't mean manager wise. I didn't mean manager wise. I meant like all the positions that he got
yeah, but
at the
that's what
clubs.
that's that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be surprised if
Oh
they're
yeah,
actually
yeah,
speaking to someone as well. Because the one thing I will say about him is that, and that's the one of the things that we've never really done because we seem to take ages and ages and ages to make a decision. Is over managers, isn't it? We
yeah,
sit on our hands for fucking months, don't we? And then it drags on and on and on. And you'd only hope when these come in, maybe they just go, right, fucking bang, that's it, done. We've made our decision. This is what we've done. We give you your little
they are ruthless.
compensation.
Like they
Yeah.
are known to be ruthless. You know what I mean? They
Is
are
is your
absolutely stone cold
yeah,
killers. Like they don't give a
yeah.
fuck.
Here's your compensation package. See you later. The fucking taxi's outside waiting for you, isn't it?
Yeah, if they take full ownership, mate, and
Yeah.
that's the way it goes. It's the way. I mean, to be honest with you, we've got Man United away next, right? I'd give you some bad news here, but their new manager needs the first win. He must have just been rubbing his hands together and he found out he's got us fucking
Yeah.
next week. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, mate. I'd agree with you there.
Yeah. So
He desperately. I mean, but again, I watched them there against. I watched that game there yesterday, and I thought, "Do you know what, we could possibly, if he decided to let the shackles off a little bit, we could probably get it then. But again, playing the way we did play against Brentford, I don't see it. I don't see the win.
But Dave, you know what though? We're talking about going to Man United and going to attack them. I just don't think we've got the players to do that, Dave. We can't do it. We're
But we
going to
get,
go.
well, listen, it's like the Southampton game when we were down there, mate. We
We should
didn't
have
play.
won.
We should have won. Should
Yeah.
have won the game. All right. We played against Ipswich. We went there. We played a bit decent football. I'm not talking about playing free flowing, fucking full on attacking football because we haven't got it. But we could at least limit the fucking with the way United want to come at us and play a little bit of football and put them on the back foot.
But I tell
But
you,
I
but I
just
think
don't
though,
think
Dave.
we will.
Yeah, but I think, Dave, we're going to Man United here now as fans, and no Everton fan is expecting a win. No Everton fan can tell
Well,
me
I'm
that
not,
they're
mate.
expecting.
I'm not.
No. But listen, you take a point now. So if he sets us up to defend, Dave, and we get a point, does he get credit for that or not?
Are you happy with the point at Brentford, Jamie?
No,
Against Brentford?
No, Bob wanted 3 points, but Dave said we were going to get beat at Brentford. That's why I was saying before about would he be happy with a point at the end of it then? Not when the game pans out, but if it was 11 versus 11, Dave was saying the week that he thought that we'd get beat, and where's the goals going to come from? But you would have took the point. What I'm saying is, Bob, if he goes to Man United and we go all attack we get beat, comfortable. Yeah,
You're asking me would to take a point at Man U? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, fucking,
that's
I'll
what I'm
take it
saying.
now. Yeah,
No. What I'm saying is though, if he goes to Man United and goes all out attack and we get bummed,
yeah.
does he get criticised for not going defensive?
Um,
If Man United away, of course he does.
yeah.
We've got we can't go to teams like United. I know. Listen, United aren't what they are
Who
anymore.
can
But
we go to, Jamie? Because every time I'm not calling you out, Jamie, but
Ipswich,
everyone I've spoke to you
no,
about,
Ipswich, Southampton. They're the
you
games
always
we
come
should.
back out at me. These are well run. Yeah, fucking hell, yeah, but you've got to win some away games. You have to win some away games. Do you know
But
what I
these
mean?
players, Bob, these players going to Man United, and Man U got a better squad. They probably got a better bench than our team.
Yeah, 100%.
So all I'm saying, I'm not having a go. What I'm saying is, Sean Dyche now, if he goes to Man United away and gets a point and defends, and we play some shit football, will the fans be happy?
If we get a point out of that game, regardless of what we play, I'd be happy. I'm not
Yeah.
over the moon, but I'd be
No.
happy.
I would be. I'd be over because I'm not expecting any points in the next few games that we've
No,
got Man
no,
U,
no.
Chelsea, Liverpool.
You're not expecting any points off Wolves.
No, not Wolves. I mean Man United. I mean the Man United,
You just
Liverpool.
said the next few games.
Well, obviously Wolves at home. Listen, Wolves are not a pushover. Are they a better side than us? They've got better players. Every one of half of their team have gone marking.
Listen, Jim. That's what I'm trying to say to you. You keep saying like that. From what I listen to it doesn't sound as many teams who can beat. So what's the fucking point? Do you know what I mean? Like every time
No.
I've just made the point of saying to you, every time I mention a team, you go, well run club, well run team. So like you've just said it about Wolves. Wolves are
Right.
shite.
No, Wolves are shit. But are they scoring goals?
But because they just beat Tingy 4-1, haven't they?
They've scored more goals though in every game. No, Bob, all I'm getting at is with Sean Dyche, I'm not defending the teams. All I'm saying is Dyche is expected to get how many points are the next. Take the Wolves game then. He's expected to get 3 points, or would you take a point at home to Wolves?
I want 3 points, mate.
Yeah, I do. I want 3 points. Dave, would you take a point at home to Wolves now?
No, fucking no, I wouldn't. But
Okay.
no, I want to win.
Yeah, okay. But do you think we're gonna win?
Well, this is what I keep saying every week, Jay. At the moment, where are the goals coming from? Because you can
That's what
only
he's trying to say, Jamie. Yeah, we should be winning, but we're not setting up to win. Do you know what I mean? Where's it going to come from? Yeah, we should be winning, but the way we're setting up every week is just fucking dross. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
I get it,
shit.
Bob. Bob, it was terrible. Listen, Saturday was one of the worst performances I've seen us have. But what I'm
And we've
saying
seen
is,
a lot, mate. And we've seen a
no,
lot.
no, no. But what I'm saying is, though, we're not getting beat. So I don't know what we can do. I don't know.
Oh, well, it's death by 1,000 draws then, isn't it? Because
No,
you need to win games.
I go the match because I want to win the match. I'm going to Man United thinking we're going to get 3 points. Are we going to get them?
Yeah.
I don't think we are. But I want 3 points. But you'd be happy with a point now. So what I'm saying is, I'm not having a go at you or any of the fans. I'm just saying, if Sean Dyche goes to Man United and sets up to attack Man United, does he get shit if we get battered?
He's not going to set up to attack, is he? Like, that's just being silly, isn't it?
But Dave just said then, Dave, that you would rather have a go at them. But if we
Ipswich
have
are
a
having a
go,
go, though.
yeah, I
Everyone's having a
know.
go.
No, I get that, but we haven't got the
Southampton
players.
have just
Though,
had a go at Liverpool. Yeah,
I know, but
they got beat, but they had a go.
I know that's what I'm saying. But I don't think we've got the players. Our players are so weak. They're petrified, Bob.
Of what?
They're scared to play for the club. I don't know why. You look at them on Saturday; they were all scared to get on the ball. It was only in Jay that wanted the ball. I just don't.
Yeah, but you got to. What's the reason? What do you think's the reason for it? Don't just say it. Well, why do
I
you
don't
think's
think
the
it's,
reason?
I don't think. Listen, I don't all just think it's the manager. As Jack said, these players have threw so many managers under a bus. So is it the players?
The players aren't the best. I'll give you a fucking due, mate. Most of them are fucking relegated players.
That's what I'm saying. So I think his job we know what Dyche's job is just to keep us in the Premier League, and he's picking up points, isn't he? All right, Brentford, we should have beat at home. We should have beaten Wolves. We should be getting 3 points against them. They're the games that you're
Bournemouth,
looking at.
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth at home. You know, was we expected to beat Ipswich away? Of course we were. Was we expected to get a point at West Ham? I don't know. West Ham, are they playing shit football? Are their players better than us? Probably.
Yeah, but Jamie, I want to see us beat Wolves at home in 2 weeks. But
Yeah,
my
so do
point
I, Bob.
is,
I want to beat
I
anything.
don't see the way we're playing. I don't see us beating anyone. But yeah, I want us 3 points. But the way we're playing is fucking. It's you can call it what you want. The players are shite. The management shit. Put it all together if you want. At the
Yeah,
moment, we are fucking crap.
we
We are
are.
a crap team.
We are. So that's what I'm saying. We're
Maybe
talking
it's
on
just
a.
our time. Maybe
I
it's just
know.
our time.
But that's what I'm saying is we're talking on a space, and people like obviously saying we want to obviously some fight and let us have a go with them. But I honestly think if we go to teams like United away and have a go, we get battered. I, I don't see any other outcome. How many teams go to Old Trafford and turn them over? Never going to be us, is it, Bob?
No,
As
I
much as I
mean,
want it to be. Listen, I want it to be, and listen, I'm not defending Dyche. It's fucking terrible. The football is embarrassing. The players are scared. I don't understand why they're scared. It's mad. You should,
isn't that his thing? Isn't that on management to fix though?
yeah, I do think it's on the manager to fix, but I don't know how many times. I don't. What can he say? I don't.
If
I
the
mean,
players are scared, who do they go to for confidence? The management. But
but the
obviously, if
captain.
they're
Well, the
scared,
captain on the pitch. The captain's
well,
there.
you just said the players, so he must be scared as well.
That's what I'm saying. But he's the
So,
captain. When Coleman's on that pitch, the players show more fight than anyone.
we've been splattered with him in the team as well, mate. It doesn't really.
No, I know, I get that. I'm just saying the play. I don't know what. Listen, the manager, the players, everyone at the minute is going through a bad spell. Right? We're absolutely terrible. The football is embarrassing. Like the same. I was saying with you this weekend, it was awful. Probably one of the we've seen some bad performances, but that was up there. I mean, the fans and myself were made up that the sending off happened. I think that affected us because we didn't know how to break them down. We didn't know how to do anything.
Shouldn't affect. I don't know. I don't know if I buy into that. That should be a massive bonus. Do you know what I mean? They should be getting your players up for it. And I don't know. I thought you'll never see a comfortable 10-man performance than that. They were just absolutely cruising in that game. No
Did you
problems. And
feel?
do you know what? They had the best chance in the game.
I know Bob, they should have won it, but did you feel, though, Bob, when it went down to 10 men, the pressure was on Everton to get that win? You could
No,
feel it.
I don't think so. I think it's what Dave said. Dave just said, listen, they just said, yeah, you have the ball and we're going to do this, and we were just void of ideas. That's all. That's what my opinion, that's what I saw. That's what I seen happen. Our
Yeah,
players were just someone just handed us the ball and went, yeah, and they were just like, what the fuck? We don't really, most of our training's 90% defending. What the fuck do we do now? Do you know what I mean? That's what I seen.
yeah.
Now it's just my opinion.
No, it's right. It is at the minute. It's just not working, is it? But does a
No, that's
manager
why we
come in?
win. If we win games with no possession.
Yeah,
Do you know
but
what I mean?
do you think, though, Bob, a manager comes in and gets a tune out of these players?
It's the old classic magic man. I mean, do you know what though, Jamie? Right? Just answer me this: can you do any worse at the moment?
I mean, he's not. The problem is he's not getting beat.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Look, fair shout. He's not getting beat, but I think then if Brentford keep 11 men on that pitch, they win that game.
I think we would win that game. And the reason why I say that is because when we went 2 up top, the fucking players didn't know what they were doing. I think I spoke to you, Jack, didn't I? I think you said, Jack, the players didn't know what they were doing. We went 2 up top, didn't he, Jack? And did you say that it just went to pieces?
Yeah, it went to pieces, lad. I agree with the both what you're just saying. You should be going to Man United and expecting to get something out the game because that's what you do when you go there. But at the same time, Rob's right. They're not good enough. The manager's not getting much out of them. More than I don't think he can get much more out of them. No, me either. I just think they've threw the towel and they've had enough, and they're just waiting for the. I think they're waiting for the takeover, mate. And he just
I
doesn't.
do. That's what it looks like.
I
Yeah.
don't think he's got a clue either. To be quite honest with you.
Yeah, he probably hasn't, Dave. But you know, how do you try and find a solution when you know that people aren't on board with what you're trying to say? So he could come up with some sort of. He could be a Finch farm all this week saying this, and this. But deep down, looking at the players and the demeanour of the players, he could be looking at them going, these aren't into me here. And they're just all sat there waiting for the bullet to come.
Well, that
Might be
you
the
see,
case.
that comes down to someone with a little bit of fucking gumption in them to turn around and say, "Well, clearly it's not working for me. Then maybe I need to look at myself."
Yeah,
But he
but
ain't. But he ain't going to do that, is he? We know that.
he's not going to do that because he'd be losing out on too much dough. Plus, he's not that type of guy to walk away. He'll carry on persisting with what he's doing, regardless.
No, I don't think Dave means quit. I don't think Dave means quit. I think he just means he needs to look at himself and just change the way he does things.
Oh yeah, he's not doing that either because you can clearly
That's what I
see that.
mean.
You clearly see that in the press conferences he said about. So there was a lad, Lee Mack. He went on to BBC Radio Merseyside or something like that the other day. I think it was on a Thursday, and he mentioned about playing in in the 10, and then on the Friday he done his press conference, and I think Vinny O'Connor or whoever it was asked him about fans wanting to see um, in the 10, and then he's come out and basically said, from what I've seen of him, he doesn't play in the 10 role in a nutshell. But then
Yeah.
but then has played him in there at previous times. So you think to yourself, like it's like fucking pulling teeth because you're listening to what he's saying at press conferences, and then all of a sudden he goes and does it anyway, and you're like, is he like is he on one big wind up? You don't know, do you? You wouldn't know.
That's what it feels like. It does feel like a wind-up thing. It is weird.
It's mad. It's mad. Like
Uh,
I mean, someone's put here, obviously, Aaron McConnell's put, of course, the pressure was on Everton to win the game, especially with the run of fixtures coming up. We had a golden ticket for a massive 3 points against a team who haven't kept a clean sheet all season. These players aren't as bad as the performances are showing. It's just that he's shite. So that's
might
his
have to
view.
agree.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, what he is put here. Callum's put, what players have threw previous managers under the bus? Dyche has brought in 9 to 10 players. Most of these are his players. No more excuses. He's probably got a good point there, hasn't he?
I just watch Everton, Dave, and I just think we just look like Burnley years ago. I
Yeah,
do.
we did, yeah. We did.
I just think we just look exactly. I when we used to watch Burnley, but no foot. Don't forget, right? The fans had enough of his footy. The fans had enough of his football. At the end of it, he was there for how long was he there for? Was it 10 years or something
Yeah.
daft like that?
I was talking to a Burnley fan today. I was in Burnley today. And I was in a branch talking to the manager, and he was a big mass. And he said, "How's it go?" He said, "What happened at the weekend?" And I went, "We were fucking shite." I said, "Dyche hasn't got a fucking clue." And he went, "You know what?" He said, "The way you are playing now is exactly what it was like towards the back end
100%.
of him playing for Burnley." And he's a
Uh,
season
uh,
ticket holder at Burnley.
yeah, and it was the fans. It was the fans that got him out. The
Yeah,
fans,
yeah,
because it was the fans that had enough. They were just had. I remember listening to it on the radio, and your phone up going, "This football just can't go on." Said he's been here a long time. He's done well. He's put the foundations in. It's time for him to go. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what I think his style of management's just. I don't know. It just feels like it's past. It's gone. Do you know what I mean? I don't see nothing on that pitch that tells me anything that the football is just fucking crap. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
I think
And
I think he's set in his ways, Rob, and he's not moving out of them regardless. And football's surpassing his ways, and where everyone else, like you look at Lopetegui there, they've just been to Newcastle and won tonight, but he's played to the strengths of the players to get the result. I know listen, West Ham have got far better attacking options than us. There's loads of teams that have got far better attacking options, but
Are our players that bad? Do you know what? Listen, that other fucking country was on the telly a couple of weeks ago and he called our team out and he said Everton just looked like a League One team. Do you know what I mean? The way they set up, and I think he was right. I don't understand what I just don't get what we're trying to do on that pitch. Do you know what I mean? It's just fucking crap. The whole thing's fucking crap for me. Sorry, Jack, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no, it's fine. I think it's time in terms of management, like up in it. There's no firefight. So when he came in, there was a firefighting job to do. It was like, yeah, puff your chest out, and this is what it's
Yeah,
all about. But thanks, like he's done that. And then he firefighting job last year was getting the points deduction, which fell in October. So by then he was like, okay, sounds gonna have to puff our chest out again here, and got us over the line.
that's what he does, isn't it? I've said this time and time again. Do you know if you went and spoke to Dyche yet right now, Jack, and you pulled him, you said, look, Dyche, what the fuck's going on, son? And he would look at you, Jack, as if you were fucking stupid, right? And he'd go, what do you mean? And you'd be like, look where we are on the table. And he'd go, yeah, and this, yeah, there's no problems. We're doing all right because this is him. This is this is what he does. He's got this is what he's comfortable with. So we have to be comfortable with it. And this will just be us for the foreseeable future. Why he's here. Do you know what I mean? This is just what he does. It's unfortunate and we've got him, but that's just what he does. He just hangs about in these fucking zones all the time. Yeah, he got lucky with Burnley once 1 year, didn't he? And fucking got them in European football.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just sat around waiting for the new owners, mate.
That's it. That's what I said, Jack, at the start. That's what it all feels like. I feel like the fans, we are, aren't we? Let's have it right. Is anyone here not excited to see these fucking owners come in and just start ripping up stuff? Do you know what I mean? And I think the players are as well. And I tell you what, and to me, I look at Dyche and think, you are as well, you cunt. You're just waiting to come in and go. I think he knows. Do you know what I mean? This is my job's fucking probably on the fucking line here. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he's not fucking giving a good interview, is he? Let's be honest. Fuck me.
Oh, he's fucking definitely not, mate. No, it's.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, if you carry on like that, yeah. Listen, I said this on Saturday. So lads was going. I was thinking to myself, do you know what? Even though the fact that they haven't officially took over, do you actually think they must be pulling a few? Like I think you've already said it anyway, Rob. But they've got to be pulling a few strings there, haven't they, within the club?
Gotta be.
Got to be.
Gotta be.
They
You've gotta
can't
be,
not.
mate, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah, you can't not have some sort of input into a club that you're spending fucking 750 fucking million on, and
Yeah.
not do anything, even though it's not gone through fully yet. They've got to
Well, it's
be.
super quiet at the moment, Dave, and that's normally a good sign in normally when it comes to business. Do you know what I mean? Things are getting done.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
And there's no way then that they've not got a say in things, and they're like fucking, asking questions. They've probably got people in roaming about in Everton's fucking training grounds now and in the offices. There'll be people there roaming about who are reporting back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Someone's put here, LM's put here, we had 27 shots over the weekend. The foundation is there. He doesn't need to be sacked. The problem is very obvious, and it's up top. We aren't even playing bad. I completely disagree. We just can't put the ball in the net. Our answer to that was meant to be better, but he's garbage.
Just on that as well, I seen a stat today. Everton have had 60 shots on target in the whole of November, or they've created 60 shots throughout games in the whole of November, and that one's gone in.
Yeah.
Stats don't win your fucking games, though. You can
They
talk about
don't,
stats all day long.
Dave. They don't. I know that they don't. You watch the game with your eyes and get your
Yeah,
sense through everything else. But
I know.
if you're, I don't know. At 60 is a lot in it in the in the whole month of November.
Yeah, look, Jack, just say what you're trying to allude to. It is what it is. You're right. The players are shite up the top.
Yeah.
It's not working on the pitch as well. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Because let's have
whatever
it
it
right.
is.
You're not talking about Dyche here if them players are slotting, are you?
No,
And so you're setting. So when you look at it from a setting up point of view, we haven't. I know Bramford's back, but we have. What have we? What are we unbeaten in 4? Is it 5?
But why aren't we slotting though, Jack? This is back to Jamie's point. These players are nervous and they're nervous because well, that's on. I'm sorry, mate. That's on management. If you love your analogies, mate. If you've got a team of people that are nervous, it's down to you to settle them down, bring them in. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
It is like, I mean, with Van Nistelrooy's floating about there, he could just come in and be a striker coach for the rest of the season, couldn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking hell.
You never know, do you? Well, just a quick mention again. Listen, I've said it already, but if you can really help us with the GoFundMe for the homeless, we'd really appreciate it. If not, just retweet it. Appreciate it. Not everyone can afford to put stuff in, and that's fine. We're not forcing you to do it, but if you can really help us, it would mean a big difference for when we go out in a week or so's time, and we can go and buy the sleeping bags and everything that we need to get in order to go out there and feed them up. So yeah, if you could, if you can't, then as I say, you can't, but just retweet it. But we'd really appreciate your support. So obviously, just getting on to Saturday because we'll start to wrap it up soon. Obviously, the game on Saturday. How do you yourself, Rob? How do you see him setting it up on Saturday? Do you think he's just going to stick with the same?
This is a mad thing to say, yeah, but I think like Saturday's game, I think Jamie will probably agree.
Sorry,
Going
Sunday's
there,
game. It's Sunday, innit?
sorry,
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah, it'll probably suit Dyche the way he's going to set up. Do you know what I mean? This is what he does. So I wouldn't be surprised if as long as we don't concede. And maybe I don't know because these are a different Man United team now. They've got to try and impress their own against a new manager, so we could go either way. I do think he'll set us up deep, defend and hopefully give the ball to Ndiaye, and he does like the same as doing with Tamari Gray, and hopefully Ndiaye makes something. I think that's what he'll do.
Yeah. My only worry there, based on Saturday's performance in the game, listen, they weren't. There was a lot of players that never really performed on Saturday. Was left back. I think
Yeah,
he looks completely fucking lost
I
to
tell you
me.
what, mate, he makes fucking crossing the ball look like rocket science, doesn't he?
I know.
Fucking now,
Fucking hell, he can't. Well, he can't. Can he? Can't fucking cross the ball. That's the
yeah.
problem. And even now, even some of his defending, he's getting fucking rinsed, isn't he?
And he should have
No,
scored as well, by the way. He should
I
have
know.
scored.
He should have, yeah. You're right. He should have scored. It's just a worry. Does he bring? I mean, Patterson will be banned anyway because he got sent off tonight, didn't he? Apparently, Jay said. Did you
Oh,
say he got
Pato,
sent?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
been sent off tonight. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
2
got
yellow
sent off and
cards. Yeah.
it's state red, Bob.
Oh, was it? I read 2 yellow cards. Possibly read
So,
wrong.
so let's say, for instance, if he was available on Sunday, well, he wouldn't be available now, would he? I'm guessing.
Who,
I don't
Pato?
know. I think
Yeah.
he still play,
I don't know
can't
how that works. Yeah,
he? Yeah.
I don't think
I
it
think
counts
he,
with the under 21s.
I mean, listen, we're all talking about him, saying, putting him
He's
back in his
never getting a game
contract. He's
under
never
Dyche,
going to
Dave.
do it, is he? He's not going to do it, is he? You know what I
He's
mean?
finished under Dyche, mate.
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah.
But Dave, we're talking about putting him in now, but he just got sent off with the under 21s.
That's what I just said.
That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, even if he was fit, I wouldn't put him in.
No, no.
The best thing to
Rozier played, didn't he?
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Never scored, did he, Brad either? I mean,
Yeah, he played 45 though, not a full match.
yeah. Oh, this.
He's
Oh no,
miles away. Him. We're not seeing him this season.
Bob, apologies, lads. It was 2 yellows,
Yeah,
and the
thought so.
second one was kicked for kicking the ball away.
He's
See
a
that?
tit, isn't he? He's a
See again.
tit.
I mean, why'd you do that?
He's a
Why would you
fucking
do
tit, that
that,
kid.
mate? Honestly,
And there lies the issues when the fans are like, why aren't we playing like Nathan Patterson? It's probably
I
because
know, I
he's.
get that, Jack, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's probably because the manager probably sees that he's not interested. And
That's slap
that
on his
goes
head,
to
Jack, in
show it there.
Portugal.
Do you know what I mean? There lies the issue. Like, fucking, you can't just keep throwing these players in expecting them to be good. Because they're probably not asked. You know, you've seen him on fucking online, like playing FIFA with podcasters and that. I'm not saying people can't have a life, but fucking hell. I only think you should be able to do stuff like that when you're flying. You know what I mean? When you're actually like fucking, you're flying at your job. You know, you can put
How much
yourself
did
on.
we pay for Pato? I can't even remember.
He was 2
12 mil,
million.
wasn't it?
12
2 mil.
million.
Was it?
Yeah.
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 I thought it was 18 or 20. I don't know why I thought that.
It was Michaelenko, I think, was 14 or something like.
Fucking hell. Your mate Michaelenko, Jack, defending for years.
Listen, lads, he's only gonna play the way he is because he's got no one else fucking bullying him out of position.
Best thing to do, Jack, is put Ashley Young left back and bring Coleman in right back.
Fucking Ashley Young, fucking hell.
It is, he's fucking better. He's better the full back
I
than
know, lad, but
fucking Player.
fans wanted him
Oh,
fucking out. Up until about fucking 5 games ago, he stepped up a bit and everyone's up his ass. It's fucking crazy.
He could go 5 at the back on Saturday or Sunday.
Wouldn't surprise me if he puts 3
no, I
centre
wouldn't be
halves.
surprised. Yeah. I'm waiting for fucking Jamie to say it any minute now. Keno up front.
Honestly, Bob, I honestly think, right.
Don't, lad, leave
No,
it.
but Bob, honestly think, no, if Keane comes on Saturday, he scores one of them chances Beto was.
Beto was our king, mate. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but honestly, Bob, right, I think he causes more problems than Calvert-Lewin and Beto. Because you know what, he's unpredictable himself. But I know, listen, he's a centre half for a reason. That's what people go on about him. But is he the best finisher in the club? Yeah, because that's a fact, isn't it?
I tell you what, you haven't done this, but Jamie, you haven't given Pickford any praise.
I never really criticised Pickford, to be honest, lads. The only thing I like about him the weekend, he didn't put a foot wrong, and he actually roared, as Fran always says, he was roaring at the fucking bench to get Lindstrom
Mate,
off.
it was a great save. 1-on-1. He made that
Oh,
save.
I,
It's
I
a
must
top
have,
save, mate.
yeah, no,
Top save.
he played good Pickford. I don't think I've ever
Kept us
really
in the game.
criticised. He did, but what I'm saying is, I was more happy with him criticising the bench, trying to get Lindstrom off, because he was blown out of his ass.
I didn't see that, mate, but
Oh, lad, he
I'll
was
take your
roaring at
word
the
for
bench.
it.
You know, he was roaring at the bench. Pickford, you could see him going mad. Because I think the left hand side, they were terrorising us on that left hand side a little bit. And Young obviously needs some support there. Lindstrom tries, lad. But
I was going to say, I feel a bit sorry for Lindstrom because there's something there, but it's not clicking at the moment for him, is it?
but you know what, Bob? You could be right though with the manager situation, and I might be like contradicting myself, but you could be right what you're saying. Is this manager getting the best out of these players like him? You know, but when
No, maybe not.
we played West Ham like a couple of weeks ago, I didn't go, and I watched it on the telly, and um, Dyche was screaming at Lindstrom to go past him, go past him, go past him. So maybe it's just a confident thing with him, lads.
I don't know, mate. I think we've just fallen so low at the moment that I don't think anyone can work it out. You're just looking.
No.
It's like you just got a big box of shit and you're just looking through it, going, "What the?" Like you just don't know where to start. Do you know what I mean? You just fucking, it's a mess.
Yeah,
You just don't.
it's like that fucking Phoenix Knights game on it, you know, when we were all looking in the fucking basket for a bit of a costume, you know, for the night and then what's name come on, looked dressed up as fucking Brittany fucking Spears,
Oh yeah,
and he goes, "That wasn't in the box."
yeah. Exactly what
Fucking
it's like,
hell,
mate.
that's what it is like, innit? Fucking
And
It's
hell.
like
So
it's like
everyone's looking in the box before they go out to the fucking game, thinking, "Fucking hell, what fucking mask can I put on?"
yeah,
Fucking hell.
it's like the cupboard under the stairs, and he just keeps throwing stuff in, expecting someone else to sort it out for you.
that's it.
You
Yeah,
know what I
it's
mean?
just fucking.
Or the
Yeah,
cupboard in the kitchen, which you all got that cupboard or the drawer in the kitchen where you just throw random shit in there, don't you? And then you're like, oh,
Yeah,
why is that screwdriver next to that fucking bag of
yeah,
fucking
Whoa,
Haribo
bag of
there?
watch it. Fucking hell, bag of Haribo.
yeah, yeah. I've got that bag of tactics there. Fucking pick them out for us, will you? You might use them another fucking day. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Fucking hell. No, but listen, I mean, obviously, what are we? Obviously, result-wise, I mean, based on it's one of them, and you know, would I take a draw on fucking Sunday? Yeah, fucking right, I would.
yeah,
Do we think we're gonna get a draw? I don't think so.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for me, what was you go for? Because we'll start to wrap it up now anyway. So
Yeah, as I said before, mate, circumstances are mad because these are going to be absolutely bouncing on fucking Sunday with them. We don't obviously the new manager and stuff like that. So it's going to be a fucking, I don't know. I can't see nothing but Man United winning 1-0, 2-0 to be honest with you. That's all I can see. Just my honest opinion. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be positive, I just fucking find it hard.
yeah. What about you, Jay?
Fucking hell,
Um,
4-0 Everton.
no, I reckon 0-0, me. I don't see them scoring. I just think we'll just camp in. I just can't see us scoring because we can't hit a bombs. Or maybe off corners or something, you could probably take a chance that we might get something there. But I think it'll be 0-0, me. And I'd be happy with that.
Fucking hell, not half.
What about you,
Clean
Jack?
sheet as well.
Yeah.
I think Everton will win and Calvert-Lewin will play his best game that he's had because he's just trying to like put himself on the map.
Shut up, lad.
What about you, Fran?
I hope Everton gets swatted and the Freegans come in on the 2nd of December
Yeah.
and sack everyone.
I'll fucking second that one. I think that's a great idea. I think, would I
And
be happy?
let me back in the ground in the director's box with me new shoe from Hugo Boss.
Getting your bell end shoes.
What do you think, Dave?
Fucking hell, Dave, you always have to lower it, don't you?
Oh, he has to go one step further, doesn't he?
But
Fucking
what do
hell.
I think? I think,
There's no movement there at the moment, Dave. I'm so stressed.
I bet you know, mate, yeah. I think we're getting beat on Sunday, personally speaking. I don't want us to, of course I don't. But
If
I
Dyche
think,
gets a point, Dave, does he stay in the job?
no.
What does Sean Dyche need to do
What
for
you mean,
success?
Jamie? When you say that, what you mean? Like sacked before in December, or you mean like for the rest of the season? What are you talking about?
I'm looking like now at these next fixtures. If Dyche pulls a few results out the hat, do you keep him till the end, or do you still sack him in January?
I'm not. Do you know what sounds mad, right? I'm not like a massive advocate of getting rid of him right now. Like he's got to go because I just don't know who you bring in and stuff like that. But I just think it's hard to do worse. I don't know who comes in, to be honest with you. And I'm not going with all Jack shouts and like starts winding me up, starts stressing me out.
Chris Wilder,
But
Bob. Get Chris Wilder in there.
I think the thing is about the decision of which manager comes in, we'll have no fucking impact on that whatsoever. And I think, like you've already said there earlier, Rob, these cunts are absolutely fucking ruthless. And
no, they're
I'll
horrible,
tell you
mate.
now, if they've already got a manager in mind, if they've decided themselves that Dyche is going to go, which no doubt they'll have probably already muted it and probably already got something in place. I think someone's already there, and I think they've already had the conversation. And I think he'll be gone. And
I don't
you know,
think. Yeah,
and the
yeah.
answer to your question, Jay, if we get if we get a draw on Sunday, does Dyche stay? No, he doesn't. He fucking goes for me. I'm
Okay,
not asked.
so
I
Dave,
want him
no,
gone.
I get that. So what I'm saying is these December fixtures are very, very tough. Apart from Bob said the Wolves game maybe at home, we should be winning, but the rest of them are very tough. If Sean Dyche comes out of them games with good points, Dave, or no good results, does he stay in January? That's all I'm asking you. I'm asking you, Dave, first, and I'll come to Jack and then Bob.
No.
No, he goes in January. No matter what he does now, he's got
Yeah.
to go no matter what. Okay,
Yeah.
Jack,
Yeah.
what do you think, Jack?
What's that? Sorry.
Sean Dyche, right? Dave said then, said to him then, if he goes through December and gets good results from the games, doesn't have to win them, but he gets points off the big teams that we've not expected. Does he stay in January or does he still get the bullet?
I think goes based on the performances that you get out of him.
Yeah, but we've got the win, we've got a point. We've got good results in December. If he can get good results, does he deserve to stay or does he have to go?
Yeah, of course he deserves to stay.
Okay,
Yeah, he deserves to stay.
So Bob, would you agree with what would you say? Dave just said he'd stay.
Mate, if you get results out of that fucking fixtures in December, mate, fucking, I'll tell you what, if he
Build
gets
a
fucking good
statue.
results, you give him a fucking, build him a fucking statue, mate, in the Bromley Moor,
Okay, so he could come
because it ain't happening.
he could come away with a lot of points there. He could come away with points. I'm saying points, not wins. 1 point, 1 point, set us up to defend and get 1 point. So if he comes away with a lot of draws and he gets points instead of losing the games, what we're saying is he will stay in January when the new people come in with the transfer budget.
Maybe, but I think regardless, though, he goes anyway at the end of the season or whatever happens.
Yeah, no, definitely, Bob. I agree. He's got to go at the end of the season. But a lot of fans now, they want him gone. right? And me include myself after performances. But what I'm saying is, if he pulls results out of a hat in December and gets us a few points and gets us near enough, in a good position, Dave just said he still goes in January.
Yeah, that's just and I don't disagree with Dave saying. But at the same time, yeah, if he can get good results or win here and there, come out of December with like fucking, I don't know what you say is good in December, 6 points. If he could find 6 points in
Yeah,
December,
I
mate, I
think so,
think that's
Bob.
all right.
Yeah, I think so. The December fixtures, we went through them before. Was it Wolves? Was it Wolves? Was it?
Wolves, you've got Chelsea, you've got Man City, you've got Arsenal,
Got United.
you've got Liverpool, haven't we? No,
United as
United
well.
United the next week, aren't they?
Yeah, so they're the
How
first
many points?
December.
How many points were we on this time last season?
Well, didn't Jack? You said something about this the other day, didn't you, Jack? We're only a few points off, aren't we?
Yeah, so basically, if Everton have got to get 8 points out of the next 8 fixtures to be level on points with where they were at that stage of the season. So the next 8 games, if Everton get 8 points, they'll be on the same points as they were last season.
Well, that would have to be 8 draws, wouldn't it, or a win?
Not really, no, because you got to win against Wolves at home, say, and then you scrape some sort. When have we ever really had a bad fucking hiding off these top teams at all? We haven't really, have we? We seemed these games are the ones where we come away from it and go, fucking hell, how the fuck, what's happened there? How have we managed to do that over the years? Do you know what I mean? We end up coming away. I think it was Anana's first game of the season. We won 1-0.
Do you think, Jack, though, that's because there's no pressure on us to win them games? Like Brentford are
No,
all the pressure
it's
first.
because the occasion. It's going to be hard for me to understand what I mean. The fans and the club rise to big occasions. The big occasions aren't getting asses off seats. Fulham at home, they're not getting asses off seats. The expectation is we should just win. But Arsenal and City, Liverpool, United, Tottenham, Chelsea, fans are like that. Fucking get straight into these. Fucking straight into them. And it gets them going. You're not getting fans going. Get straight into Brentford. Get straight into Fulham. Get straight into fucking Brighton. They're not asked. They're more asked about the big teams coming and going, yeah, let's have a bit of this. Let's fucking have it with them. Do you know what I mean? And that's where like, we've never really properly struggled. I think Liverpool over the years, I can't remember the last time. Okay, I might curse this now, but the last time we actually got fucking obliterated by Liverpool, was it when
That year when Coleman gave the ball away to Salah, that one, what was that?
it
That
was
was,
that where Jota went? Was it the one where Jota
it was a 4-1, Jack.
4-1? Well, yeah, but that was like what was it, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, yeah. We've had
So
a lot of draws, haven't we?
draws, yeah, but you take fucking draws against the big teams, It's mad, isn't it? We're like a fucking like
But
Stoke, aren't we?
but I said that though, Jack. Then though the pressure on Sean Dyche to beat Brentford because we've got to beat Brentford, but there's no pressure on Sean Dyche beating Liverpool at home. If we lose, it's not pressure for him.
No, it's not. If we lose against Liverpool, there's no pressure. It just depends on the manner that you're losing, Jay. Get beat 1-0 by a poxy goal, which is capable against them. Then you come away from the ground going, you know what, we're fucking unlucky. But if you get absolutely fucking dry bummed and it's a 4-5-0 or a 4-1, 5-1, 3-1s or whatever, and they're all dancing and singing and shit like that, then it's a different kettle of fish, innit? It's the manner than what you lose and how you lose in games.
Yeah, it's like, unfortunately, Jay, I think like this season, yeah, you're going to have these bottom teams going at teams. And I don't think these are. I think it's going to be one of the toughest seasons. I've heard people say the opposite, but look at the league, mate. It's fucking weird. I can see Leicester getting a few run of games now. Ipswich always have a crack at everyone they play. Do you know what I mean? Southampton the same. I think it's going to be one of the toughest. I don't think there's anyone now. You look at that bottom five, bottom six, where you go, they're definitely gone. You just don't know. You just don't know.
Anyway, listen, we start to wrap it up there. Obviously, being an interesting space, and obviously, I'm glad a lot of people have listened and heard what's been going on. As shit as it is, to be quite honest with you. And the other people who are listening and don't want to fucking listen in, but want to fucking text people and give grief out, then don't fucking bother coming on. Don't bother coming in and listening. That's all I can fucking say. So yeah, no, all good. Listen, final thing, as I say, don't forget our fundraising for the homeless, and also don't forget to go on the YouTube page and subscribe for the drop on Friday. As I say, be really good. Quite excited about it. It'll be after 10 o'clock in the morning, and then we're going to do a little bit of an hour space in the evening, just around what we're actually going to put out there on Friday. And that's it, really. And let's hope we get a win on Sunday with a bit of luck. I'm hoping we do anyway. I don't go into every game thinking that we're going to get fucking bummed, but I do, unfortunately, as I am fucking bipolar. So yeah, no, have a good week, everyone. And thanks,
Nice one,
everyone else
mate.
for
Hey,
coming on.
See
All
you,
Dave,
right,
Bob.
cheers,
Dave,
Rob. Yeah, go on, mate. Yeah, go on, Fran.
you've got off lightly tonight, haven't you?
In what way?
You haven't had one bit of stick tonight, Dave.
Well, sounds like you've had all the
You've
fucking
had a
stick.
fucking bit. I fuck, lad. I couldn't give a fuck, lad. I've got
Yeah,
fucking skin like a rhinoceros, so don't give a
I
fuck.
know. I know. Well,
Don't
fuck
care.
them anyway.
Fuck them.
Fucking cunts. Fuck them. But listen, thanks for all coming on and listening, and we'll speak to you at the end of the week on the Friday. We'll let you know what time that's going to go out. But don't forget, get yourselves on the YouTube page, get yourselves subscribed and the notifications, and then listen in when it gets dropped.
Dave,
Because you go
I
on,
know
mate.
what. The what's it called? The fucking homeless collection.
Yeah, yeah,
If we get that to 1200 tonight, I'm gonna post
yeah.
Liam Beefy Schmidt in his Everton kit with the FA Cup in 1995. If we get that to 1200 tonight, I'll post that tonight.
That's a good one,
Hey,
that.
Franny was wearing it before in the gym, you know.
What?
Yeah.
Lad, you wouldn't
Lad,
think he's been going to the gym that Ravanelli on him. He's got a Ravanelli like that until.
he walked in the gym. He walked in the gym before, and I was pretending with that blag trying to be on your phone, even though he's just walked in the gym. But he's doing that blag as if he's on his phone. That's important, and he had an Everton top on.
You wouldn't say that to his face, yeah, because he'd fucking bladder you.
Fuck, he can do whatever he wants. He had an Everton top on before. Is he in here or what?
Of course he's in here. He's one of our listeners.
Jack going to the gym, you
Regular
know, Fran.
follower.
Fran, Jack's been going on the bags in the gym.
Oh, lad, he thinks he's, you know what?
Don't you start. Listen,
Yeah.
you just dropped that in there then, didn't you, Jay? You know what you're doing.
See what he's done when he lifts his arm.
You're like a
When
bit turkey, mate.
there's all these videos as if like he's going to fight Nick Ball or someone like that, you know, like a little terrier.
The only fucking bags he's been doing are fucking typhoon,
Yeah.
fucking settling,
Fucking
Fucking,
20
fucking
pound
hey, good
20
job you
pound ones
said
off
that.
the salty.
Good job you said that one, Dave.
I thought I was going somewhere else then.
I know, yeah.
So listen, it's been good. So
Look at
yeah,
Dave rushing to get off in case he gets a little bit before he
I've
goes.
got an early fucking start in the morning, mate. I'm up to Cumbria in the morning.
Are
Fucking
you,
Fucking made
Dave?
up for you.
yeah,
Whereabouts?
Carlisle.
Ah, yeah.
Staying over.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking.
Okay.
Oh,
Carlisle, and
won't
then I
say
got
what I
over
was
to
going to say
Penrith.
there, Dave. It might have come across
Car-
a little bit derogatory to fellow listeners.
I'm up to Carlisle, then Penrith, then fucking Kendal overnight, and then down to Lancaster, and then working my way back to
What would you
house.
do overnight, Dave?
I'm in my room, throw myself around the room, watch a bit of telly,
Would you get a brass,
usual
Dave? A
stuff.
Cumbria brass?
No, Cumbria brass.
Why not?
You know, no fuck off with you, Fran. Joking, I ain't Cumbria
A
brass.
lady of the night.
No.
That one you had for
Lady in red.
Southampton was nice, though, wasn't she?
Fuck